I think I'm ready.
Oh, I certainly am. Is everybody here?
I am. I mean, kind of have to be. I'm the one streaming it.
I am also here.
Huzzah!
Grumpy is debatable at this point.
I'm hiding in the background.
Yeet.
All right.
Let us begin.
Okay, let me just hop into the game. Am I in the game? I am. Cool.
Huzzah!
Alright, so, hey, hi everyone. Welcome once again to another adventure and the final adventure actually, for As the Tengu Flies, a 2nd edition Pathfinder campaign. I am the DM, Fifi Squeaks. Pronouns are she and her, and I play all the NPCs and monsters and other things and that threaten to kill our party here. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to the hostess.
Hi, I'm Astrid. I am the hostess of this stream. I play Yarra Shadowtide of House Thul. Our pronouns are she, they. Passing it off to Blasty.
Hi, I'm Blasty, also known as Blastflight. I play Yule, and our pronouns are both he, they. I pass it off to Dot.
Hi, I'm Dot. I play Iori. Me and my character use she, they pronouns. And passing it off to Winters.
Oh, Winters is not
Or,
here.
Wandren. Wandren.
Hi, I'm Wandren. I play as Saadi al-Kathiri bin Fadlan. We both use she, her pronouns, and I pass it off to Grumpy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Grumpy. I play Drin the dwarf. Our pronouns are he, him, and I pass it back to Fee.
Okay, so as always, we're going to go ahead and take it to. I will pass it to Blasty to tell us what happened last time. So, if you please.
The Lamia lay slain. Her choices for lichdom denied. The team, through judicious use of the stone to flesh scrolls, was able to save the 4 heroes of the rebellion and set forth into the forest to set in motion the peace between 2 families. Through caution and empathy, the team attained their tiger-marked staff. Trading knowledge with the pipefox unexpectedly granted them the last part of the puzzle to the Oku-no-Kiba, a pair of dragon fangs. Now the team must make a choice now that they are fenced in by Tamimi's 2nd general. Will they build the blades, or will they run? I think we have our choices set before us now. Fee?
Okay, with that, we begin. The last time we left off, you also missed a couple things. The character Iori had noticed something strange in the woodlands, and upon further inspection, found that an Oni had followed the party, using scrying to identify who was involved in a lot of the things that were affecting the other Oni lords. And while you do not know how far up the tree this knowledge goes, you know that he is currently lying in the woods, waiting for the party to leave the cave so that they and a ogre glutton can stomp the party and take you down. And
Right, I did mention the 2nd general. That was
my mistake then. But in either case, there is at least an ogre and an Oni waiting for you out in the woods. So, leaving the cave may be difficult.
Right.
Thankfully, though, you do have the supplies to begin crafting the Oku-no-Kiba. The question is, can you do so successfully?
Yeah, we should be able to do that, probably.
Between Drin, Yule, and Saadi, we should be able to.
That is true. But with that information said, the party reconvenes, and we're going to assume that you're away from the lip of the cave so that you can't get fired at. So go ahead and move yourselves in closer.
Yeah, move it
and you can discuss what you wish to do.
Okay, so first off, Yule, I'm actually going to have to ask you a bit of a favor.
certainly.
I'm going to set up my deployable cover near the mouth of the cave, basically in a place where it's far away from the entrance, but I can still see out of the cave. I'd like you to help me disguise it, make it look like it's part of the cave, so I can hide behind it.
Easily done.
Thank you.
That's easy enough to do with the spare parts we got here.
Thank you.
All right. But first things first, I'm going to need your knowledge of rune movement to help us create these two Oku-no-Kibas.
All right. Yes, of course. I would not forget about that, considering that the Oni are just outside.
Yep. All right.
So, what is the party going to do? Now, since this is obviously a long task that you're going to be engaged in, the crafting of the Oku-no-Kiba is an all-day task, which means that Saadi, at the very least, is going to be locked down. For everyone else, I'm going to split your. You can tell me what you're doing over the course of an hour. But that's when we're only going to break into that once Saadi starts working on the Oku-no-Kibas.
Well, that's the thing. It's Saadi and Yule. This is not a one-person job. This is going to take 2, maybe 3 people to do.
Well, right. That's why I said at least Saadi will be.
Yeah.
So the question is, before that crafting starts, what is the party going to do? So I'm going to start with. Let's go ahead and start with Iori. Before the crafting starts, what will you do?
Iori has checked her bag, does have a week of rations, but more importantly at this point has taken out a map of the area around the city and is gauging other options.
Okay.
Specifically how long it would take to get from here to either Kirahata or just to nearby any other if there's any other nearby civilization.
Okay. Well, you can give me a Chuye lore or a nature check.
I will take Chuye lore.
Okay, go for it.
I am re-rolling Chuye lore.
Remember, we do have 2 points at the start of this session.
Yep.
Or
you have
3.
two-
Yeah,
well, you have a full stack of hero points.
But then again,
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
is this really the thing that you want to burn hero points on?
I mean, I'd like to have an accurate assessment of what my options are, yeah.
And thankfully 15 is what you needed. So the Kirahata from the mouth of the cave where you are is about 2 days journey away. Reason being is that you went deeper into the forest via the passageway that is near the shrine and the old fort that the seven rings of heaven occupied, if you recall. You could get to the temple and fortress relatively quickly, and you do know that the two samsaras are there. Basically the next in line for the families of Sao Tome and Higetoki, and they do have horses with them. So you could get there within 2 hours' time, since you have a direct line there. Which means that someone could go there and alert them to go back in the town and get help or do something if you need to. But that is still at least a day's journey away.
Yep.
If you were riding by horse, you could get to that fortress within a half hour. But obviously that would make a lot of noise. So the 2-hour option is if you somehow sneak out of the cave and travel on your own. As far as that, unfortunately, the Chuyokai Forest is unexplored territory because of all the rumors of hauntings and things like that. So there's not a lot that's known about it outside of the Mizuki Hikari.
Iori, who has probably at least laid some of those rumors or spurned them on. Damn, this isn't the consequences of my own actions.
That's true. So, besides that, the only other option would be traveling over the mountains to Jito, the capital, but that would be an additional 5 days because it's over a mountain.
Yeah, it's not really super plausible.
Now, that being said, actually, no, scratch that. I'm looking at my notes. There are small farming villages that are within roughly a half day's march, assuming you weren't riding a horse. So there are small fishing villages and farming villages out on the edge of the forest that could be reached. So
Alright.
I'm going to type it again, but basically your options are small farming villages, the Samsaras who are currently holed up at the fortress, Jito, which is too far away to really matter, and Kirahata, which is too far a journey if you're riding by if you're walking.
Okay, and Iori has like her map laid out, and she has like I'm gonna say probably a scroll that she has begun writing these down. There is one underlying question under that, which is what is a horse? But otherwise, making progress. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Wait, she should know what a horse is. There's one right here.
I know it's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, right. Duh.
Yeah, I got that.
It's a horse, of course.
It's been a running joke for some of our FF14 stuff that one of my characters doesn't know what a horse is.
It's the horse is a beautiful camel.
I mean, she only knows Chocobo.
But so, skipping ahead, we're going to go to Grumpy. What is Drin doing over the course of the hour before crafting begins?
I would like to set some ambush traps out in areas where the others can't see them as I'm setting them.
Saadi will provide the beams to assist.
So when you say ambush traps, you mean like where like bear trap kind of traps, or like basically places to hide the jump out from?
Pitfalls.
Pitfalls and bear traps.
Okay. You can do that with a crafting check or a stealth check, basically to hide it.
I will be assisting for that, actually.
Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing. So you can roll whichever one you'd like. So okay, so that is going to give a +1 to Drin's roll. That will be
Ooh,
a 12.
I have to re-roll that.
Go for it. All right, so that's
There
going
we
to be
go.
a 20. So it'll take you an hour, but you do make a simple pitfall trap and disguise it. And I've made a notation that it'll take a DC 20 to find.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, we throw beams inside of it.
Yeah.
What were we going to say,
I'll
Astrid?
draw it out.
Okay.
There. It's on the map.
Sweet.
Let me go back to the map because so since you were helping Drin, that skips you. So
Yep.
Blasty, what is Yule doing?
Yule is sort of actually building the space, like, for the rocks, he's actually preparing for the forge, basically creating the forge.
Okay, so you're assisting with the crafting, right?
Yes.
Okay. Also, I'm actually going to give you a token for the pitfall trap. So, boom. And
Okay, I'll delete my doodle.
and I'm assuming you want it here. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm keeping it on the map so that everybody knows where it is. All right, so go ahead and give me a crafting check or a relevant lore check to basically make the area a little bit better and safer for it. For foraging.
In this case, mining lore to reinforce the area.
You know, I'm good with that, so go ahead and make that roll. All right. Thankfully, that's going to give you a +1 to your first roll. So
Good.
go ahead when you're ready, Saadi.
Okay. Sorry, remind me what Yule was doing?
Prepping the area for forge work.
Gotcha. Well, what Saadi is actually going to be doing is she's going to be setting up. Is it possible to set up just like hidden bioluminescent bomb traps throughout? Like throughout the entrance of the cave?
You certainly can. Sure. So same roll. That's going to be a craft or a stealth check. You will actually need to make both. The craft check to basically build the thing, and the stealth check to hide it from view.
Understood. And how many can I set up? Or is it just one?
I'd say it depends on how good you're rolling.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So, let's
Gotcha.
see your roll and see how many you can do. Alright,
Yeah.
that's going to only be one.
Am I going to burn a hero point on that right now?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Go for it.
Oh
Oh, that's only one.
my god. Okay.
But at least you have the stealth, so it's really well hidden.
No one can fucking see it.
Alright. So, I will set that up. First hour is
where
past.
Saadi is right now.
Yeah, I'm just setting that up now.
Thanks. The main reason for that is just that
I'll use that. for now.
Saadi can't see in the dark, unlike a lot of the party. So she genuinely needs something there that'll illuminate the area. You know, once things pop off.
That's true.
So where are we putting the forge? Quick question.
Well,
We're
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we're setting it up over this area here
Okay.
Dragon Fang Cave.
Okay. That
on the back.
okay. That gives me an idea of what I'm going to be doing while you guys are crafting.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and handle the crafting rolls first. Blasties, since you can make another roll to add an additional plus to the roll.
All right. Let's roll it. That's a 28.
Holy shit.
28. That's going to give you another +2, so you get a +3 to your roll.
Hey!
All right, 28. So let me just confer. That is not enough for a critical because you are basically building a relic, but
Yep.
it is going to be enough to succeed. What is your training level for craft?
I think that's my expert.
Yeah, but if it's an EF
Yes.
expert. Yes.
It's expert.
Okay. So that is going to be 2 gold and 5 silver pieces towards the effort. So you'll be able to build your first. And since you have most of the supplies, that's already covered. So a lot of the price has been knocked off. So that's going to be 1. If you keep crafting tomorrow, you don't need to make another check. You and Blasty will just be busy tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And you'll have 1. Which one are you working on first? That's the important one.
Yeah, that is a good question.
The hammer.
Hammer? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So the hammer. All right. So going back around, let's start with Iori again. The others are busy crafting right now, and people are making preparations to defend the cave. So what are you doing?
I think she is going to try and keep eyes on the other half of the blockade.
The unwanted guests.
Yeah. So she is going to let everybody know that she is going to be outside of the cave, and that if the Oni or his retinue begin making a move, she will make a sound. I'm trying to think of it. I guess she'll say it'll just sound like a firework going off.
Gotcha.
So with that said, I'm going to have her exit the cave, and I'm going to stealth check to try and get past the people watching.
Okay. And let's see what your stealth is. Make your roll when you're ready.
Ooh.
Alright, so that is going to be a success. You manage to slip out of the cave, and you do find that about 50 feet away from the mouth of the cave, you do find the Oni kind of lying in wait. One of them has the Oni actually is practicing some spells right now, basically making puffs of darkness appear and disappear in his hand. It seems that he's prepping something for the combat to begin. There's no conversation between them except for the ogre complaining about needing food before getting a whole lamb just tossed out into his gullet. What do you do?
She is going to turn into her fox form, shoot up a tree, and then just make herself unseen.
Okay. No need for another check since you succeeded. You climb up a tree. The ogre glutton does hear something stirring and looks up, but the Oni, Tanigawa, grabs the ogre by the cuff and points towards the cave. Keep your eyes on that. They are what you will feast on. They are our enemy. Squirrels and chipmunks are not worthy. The ogre complains, but then refocuses on the mouth of the cave. Okay, so you are well hidden. Is there anything else that you wish to do for now, or are you just maintaining watch for now?
No, she's good.
Okay, so I'll let you know when we get back around if anything changes. Alright, so Drin, what are you doing? Oh, and by the way, real quick, since crafting has begun, we're going to go into long turns. So basically, consider what you're doing over the course of the day, rather than just in short hour-long spurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is the area at the front there where the scent bomb is visible from outside the cave?
Where the that
Yeah.
is, it's far enough in that you would need dark vision to see that area.
Okay, well, just to the left and above that, I want to put another trap.
So basically, you would like to make some more traps, then, correct?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Right there.
Remember, we do have in our inventory. We do have a warning snare.
Yeah,
That's
don't worry.
also true.
I've got that.
Okay. Well.
All right. So go ahead and give me another crafting check, and this is covering for the day.
Yes.
Okay. So you can make 3 more hidden pits then. Give me a stealth check since nobody's helping you to hide them.
Ooh!
28. Okay, duly noted. So where would you like to put them?
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Holy moly.
Mm-hmm.
And here.
The worst part is I can't see.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
So we added them here. So we have 1,
There's 4 pit traps at the very opening.
Okay.
3, and
Of course, the character that's out in the tree won't know about them because they weren't here to tell him about them.
Well, don't worry. She has dark vision.
Okay.
I think. Iori, do you have dark vision? I don't remember.
I have low light vision.
That's good enough because the lip of the cave will peek in enough. So that will work. So that's what you're doing. Skipping along. Blasty's busy. Saadi is busy. What is Yarra doing?
Okay. Yarra is actually going to take the warning snare and put it. This is why I wish I could see the map.
Here,
I was gonna say, can we just turn off Fog of War for this because it's.
You know what? I will, but I'm gonna turn it back on before anything pops off for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Okay, so I'll put it on daylight mode.
This is.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. She's gonna put the warning snare actually closer to here, so it would span. Let's make the warning snare line pink.
Mhm.
Here.
Oh, and if you hold a shift, it'll lock. Okay. So that's where you set it up. Give
Yep.
me a stealth check to see if you can be unseen while you do that.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to reroll?
Yeah.
Go for it. Okay. I have duly noted it, and you lay down the snare.
Cool.
All right. Was there anything else that you wanted to do, or?
After that, she'd probably go about doing the pits as well. But instead of where they're at now, she would probably line them up. Here.
Okay. Give me a craft check.
Cool. Where's my craft? Where did my crafting go? There it is.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. You can make 3. Give me a stealth check also to see if you can, how well you hide them.
Yeah.
Okay. Duly noted. And where are you placing them?
All right, give me 1 second. Let me delete.
You
my
have
line.
3 of them.
Yeah, let me delete my line. One here. One here. And one here.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, up above? Like
Yeah.
here?
Yeah,
Okay.
thereabouts. That way, if they try and walk that path, they can't.
Okay. So, Iori, just to catch you up, the day has passed, and you overhear them. You overhear Tamigawa grumbling, wondering what is it that they're exactly doing in there. I saw one of them skulking about, laying a line. Do you think they know we're out here? I wonder if they were laying a trap right at the mouth of the entrance there. The ogre has already fallen asleep. What do you do?
I mean, she's holding still. She ain't moving.
Okay. Day passes. Everybody go ahead and gain 1 hero point if you're not at max.
Sweet.
Back at max, so.
Yep, so-
Back at max.
Saadi and
Yule.
Yule, I'm assuming you're going to still keep crafting, right?
Of course.
Okay, so at the end of the day, the Warhammer Oku-no-Kiba will be complete.
Woo.
And I will allow you to transfer 1 rune from another weapon to it as
So
well.
Alright, and we've already
You will,
decided
need to,
out.
you will need to do either the +1 or the striking.
Okay, so that means we'll give the striking to. The striking is the one that ups the dice size, right?
For
Yeah, the damage.
the dice number for damage.
Yeah. Okay, so in that case, change your that dice we were talking about.
Yep.
Change the remove the +1 for the roll that we added.
Okay, so it's back down to 1 die.
No. The other thing we added up on the upper section.
The attack bonus should be 0, and the dice type. What's the dice for damage right now? 1d8, I believe.
Yeah.
2d8
Should be 2d8 plus
plus your strength.
strength. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I did. I didn't.
Okay,
do
so you
the other.
didn't. Okay, yeah.
That's where I was
That-
confused.
Right. Okay. Good.
Okay, so another day has passed, and I need somebody to roll a flat d20 check.
Hehe.
Oh! I rolled that flat d20. A 3.
Okay. No random encounters or special happens for the second day. So, since the two crafters are busy, Iori, breakfast has come, and Tamigawa sent the ogre off to go round up some food. But before that, he handed him a whistle saying that if he spots anything strange and unusual, to blow it. What do you do?
Don't you hear that phantom noise?
Yeah, that's why I started
Yeah,
giggling.
I mean, that's pretty much the plan.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to cast Ghost Sound, and I'm just going to make it the sound. I'm just going to make it the sound of the wizard or of the whistle originating from the whistle.
Ooh.
Okay, are you doing it right there when the two are together?
No, I'm going to give it about 10 seconds, and then I'm going to do it.
Gotcha. Okay. So basically Okay, I see what you're doing. So you do that, and like 10 seconds pass, the whistle sound blows, and Tamigawa immediately picks up his weapon, turns around, and calls out to the ogre. The ogre turns around and shrugs. I told you not to blow that unless there was something strange that you see. Don't play with that, it is not a toy. And the ogre stammers and says, but it wasn't me, boss, it wasn't me. I was just walking and... Just go, hurry up and get food. And hurry back. And with that, he angrily sits down and stares at the cave.
But before he gets back to looking at the cave...
Okay. Oh, what was... do I have to roll to stealth again to get back into the cave? I'm gonna say if you did it while he was distracted, no, you can get back to the cave.
Yeah, I'm doing it while he is distracted.
Yeah, because remember, he's not paying attention to wildlife, he's only looking for people.
Yeah, so... she's going to dart into the cave, and then immediately just like, oh, geez, there are more traps than last time I was in here.
Yeah, and you know where the traps are because you have low light, so you can see them.
Boop, 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 boop.
Alright, so go ahead and reconvene with the others and talk before I see what they're doing for the day.
Yule and Saadi.
They're busy.
Well, I was gonna say, at this point, they come out and present the first one.
Well, remember, that's at the end of the day, so you're
right.
busy for the entire day. You don't have to start right now. For the sake of roleplay, go ahead and, you've had your breakfast, you can discuss, and then we'll go into what you're doing for the day. So, when you wake up, had breakfast and everything, Iori comes in, and...
That is one.
She kind of starts... Step one, sits down with her pack, grabs a ration, silently munches on ration, but also kind of joins where everyone else is, just in the hey, what's going on over here? I'm very hungry, but what's going on over here?
Well, you see, what I'm doing is I'm crafting, and what Yule is doing is mining. So I guess you could say that we're Minecrafting.
I don't get this joke.
Also, I'm assuming that you're going to use a bioluminescent bomb to restore your
Yes.
trap, right? Okay.
Yep. Saadi's gonna have to, because these are, the disposable ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, continue the roleplay.
Yule just smiles. That's one weapon down. One to go.
Well, it seems like y'all have it quite handled over here. Outside, not a whole lot has changed. They are watching, waiting, but they also do not seem to be completely sure that we are in here.
Worst comes to worst, we can just send my wolf fleeing.
Maybe we'll get really lucky, and we can convince them somehow that actually we just died to tigers, that we just got mauled to death.
speaking of, I was actually going to make a suggestion.
Well, real quick. Just remind Iori, you did overhear Tamigawa say that he saw one of them doing something to them out of the cave, the small one.
Oh, right. Yes. Never mind. They did see one of you doing something, but they don't know what. The
yes, that
small
would be,
one?
That would be me.
Well, So what are progress is everyone making over here?
As I said, one weapon down, one to go.
Excellent.
Actually, Yori, I wanted to ask you a favor since me and Yule are both busy forging. Do you think you could actually create a, I don't know, what should we call it? A camouflage for my a deployable cover over here? Basically make it look like it's part of the cave.
I suppose I can try.
Right? Oh, right, you're not exactly a craftsman. I was asking... Shoot.
Oh, hold on. I'm not saying I can't.
Just, give it a shot. I just need your expertise as, someone who's good at hiding and creating hiding spots.
Yeah, sure.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so where did you want the deployable cover set up and camouflaged?
Over here, yep.
Okay.
Right
So-
behind that pitfall trap.
Okay. So, Iori, please give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
Nice.
Easy work. You make a really good cover, and you can deploy the cover there ahead of time.
Yeah, we'll say that using, like, the chalk, like, ashes from her torch, and just, like, other odds and ends from her inventory, she makes it blend in a lot better.
Okay, and I just put it there for you.
Thank you.
Figure that's probably what she's doing for an hour, then.
Okay. So, with that, everybody had their breakfast. Was there anything else that you wanted to cover before we got into what you're doing for the day?
No? Not at the moment. Not that I can think of.
Okay. So then, what do you do for the day? Obviously, the crafters are busy, so we'll come back to them later. So, Grumpy, what is Drin doing?
Drin is going to stand right there as if he is a door guard watching the mouth of the cave.
Okay, so keeping watch then?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go ahead and give me a perception check if you please.
What do I perceive? Right
You
now,
Not a
nothing.
lot.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Probably should.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. You do see about 50 feet away the Oni watching the cave, and you see a moment when when the Oni looks at you and you look at him. So you are aware that they know that you're there. Alright, so going down the line.
He's not into the fist, unless the fist gazes back onto you.
Yarra, what are you doing for the day?
So, is Iori done for the day, or...
Well, we'll get to Iori. You're next, unless you wanted her to go first.
No, there's a reason why I'm asking. Yarra is going to ask Iori, would it be possible, with your ghost whisper, she says while waving her hand, kind of like, I don't know the term. And would it be possible for you to imitate not only the subsonic roar of the tiger, but also us screaming? Sans Drin, of course, because he's standing guard.
Let me Iori looks at the spell description for ghost sound. It says, I can at least get you the tiger.
I can scream.
So kind of going over like you cannot create intelligible words or intricate sounds, and it doesn't really say if you can make like a layered noise, but a tiger growling or roaring seems to be within the purview of ghost sound, I would say.
I agree with that.
So we could potentially do the sound of the tiger, have everyone actually scream, and then go quiet.
Yeah, that's my idea. Not
Yeah,
necessarily
that's
right
feasible.
now. Let's get to the other Oku-no-Kiba forge first. But I think after that, I have an idea.
Also, just a remind, Iori, I forgot to mention, but because you have the Staff of Elemental Power, you do have access to the Frostbite cantrip, as well as one use every day of either Breathe Fire, Pummeling Rubble, or Thunderstrike.
I'll keep that in mind. Hold on. I'm adding that to my character sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that. Send that to you in a. There you go. It's the first staff, not the greater.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you don't have access to second because you can't yet cast second level spells.
Yeah. Still, this is got some options here.
Exactly, which is the important part, really. But okay, so then, is that all you're going to be doing? You're just hanging out for the day, then, Yarra?
Well, after having that conversation, she is going to set up another line of traps.
Okay, go for it.
And it'll be along here. Or I'm thinking here, actually. So let me delete those.
All right,
Ah,
go ahead and give me a craft check.
Yeah, give me just 1 second. Craft. Always at the top of the list.
Okay, now give me a stealth check.
Don't let me down.
Okay, you can make 3 pit traps. Where do you want them?
Okay. 1, 2. And 3.
Okay.
Hope someone drew something right here.
Yeah, that was me.
Alright.
Boop.
I'm gonna have to fill in all these holes so that my horse can get out too.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
actually
worry.
why you saw. I don't know if you saw me bopping my icon around, but I have an idea of how to get the horse in and out.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, Iori, is there anything you're doing for the day?
For the time being, I'm just going to say that she is going to be praying
Okay. Go ahead and give me
or meditating on Daikitsu's teachings, I guess.
Okay. In that case, you can give me either Daikitsu lore, Kitsune lore, or religion.
I'll go Kitsune lore.
Go for it. Okay. Not enough for any extra insight, but you do feel comforted, unless you wish to reroll.
I just didn't remember if we did or not.
I
Astrid.
think I will
No, I
reroll,
didn't.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, just
This is
noticed.
important to her, so I will reroll.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is going to be a critical success. So your prayers to Daikitsu and reflections and meditations on Daikitsu's lessons provides you with some unique insights. For the next 24 hours, you will be able to claim a +1 on any check. Saving throw, skill throw, doesn't matter.
Sec.
And you feel like almost as if you're partially blessed by Daikitsu. Alright, so day passes and now the Warhammer is complete, so would you like to present it in roleplay?
Certainly. Yule taking the hammer and gently places it into Yar's hands. It took quite a bit to make the bow, to blend the metals, to but most of all, this dragon's tooth was the hardest thing to keep in one piece, metaphysically speaking. But God damn it. Yule just giggles. Without Saadi here, this would not have happened.
She is going to, with a bow, take the hammer, gently lean it against the wall, cup his cheeks, and kiss his forehead.
Uh-oh.
Aww.
Then pick up the hammer, inspect it, and put it on her back. Right next to her axe and her skillet.
Did you read the chat?
I did. And I giggled.
Yule's face gets stiff. Now comes the hard part. Making a katana.
Okay.
She, Iori stands next to, gets up, walks over, hand on shoulder. I believe in you.
Now, as a suggestion, you could cut a day of crafting down if Iori is willing to risk her katana, the one that was given by Benkei.
Yeah, she'll do that.
Okay. So, feel free to roleplay that.
So, okay. So first things first. What is the benefit that is given by me providing the sword?
The benefit is that since that's more raw materials, basically, Saadi isn't attempting to craft the sword by scratch.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
So it's providing reference material.
And
Pretty much.
we're infusing the blade, and basically adding to what's already existing. We're infusing it with the wood, with the dragon fang.
Yeah, in terms of sword making, what would happen is the hilt, the pommel, and the artistic weaving would be replaced with new materials and infuse the existing sword with the other powers.
Exactly.
All right.
So kind of like Andril.
Yes.
Friend of mine is a blacksmith.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's sick. I really appreciate the insight then.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait,
Iori
which one?
will approach and take the one of the many swords she is carrying at any given time and provides the katana she had gotten back from Benkei and reiterates that this sword belonged to my father and I lost it for many years because of something stupid. By my own mistake. I hope this isn't repeating a mistake, and she offers the sword.
I'll treat it as well as I can, but are you certain you don't want to provide me with one of your other swords to use as raw material?
It's alright. Nothing lasts forever.
Well
Then I'll
then,
treat it as well as I can.
agreed.
This will give you the power to defeat the Oni.
Besides, even if you... She says even if you, and then she rethinks what she's going to say, and says, even if something happens, I have faith in us. I think we will overcome.
I have faith in your multiple swords.
She smiles brightly, and then she will sit nearby in case her instead of going out and keeping watch, in case her her insight is needed on something. But for if she's not directly needed for something, she'll be doing a stim. Actually, no, she's probably smoking is what she's doing.
Saadi appreciates the guidance, honestly.
Though at such close range, it would actually be pretty obvious to everyone else that whatever she is smoking is not tobacco. No, it is not weed.
It's
Just
not
a
weed,
little
you
bit?
degenerate.
It's not weed, you piece of shit, stoner! It's something alchemical smelling, which the others would be able to tell, especially because there's not a lot of air to ventilate it.
Sure it's not ayahuasca?
No, if asked, she will explain that it's actually difficult to stay transformed for long periods of time. So there actually are like herb blends that help her stay in her disguised state.
That would actually be...
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Yarra would be very intrigued by that.
Yeah, and she's willing to kind of talk a bit about it, if just to pass the time.
Yeet.
Also because it helps with the nerves to take her mind off of it.
Yeet.
Off of whatever they're about to do.
So, with
Kinda.
that,
Sorry, I was going to say that like she kind of talks about that like it feels like her form is drawn back to whatever her original true form is, and this kind of helps numb that feeling.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeet.
Yeah, I have to go back every so often so I don't forget what I look like, but this helps until then.
Like animorphs. I'm sorry.
Yes.
all right. So,
Yes,
That
we return to bucket.
so with that, a day passes. Everybody eats from their rations. Thankfully, you still have plenty, and restore 1 hero point if you're not at max. And at the top of the day, I would like somebody different to roll a flat d20 check.
Sure.
Mind if I give it a shot?
Oh,
Okay.
I just did.
Let's all go.
You know what? No, you go ahead because I don't think you have yet.
No, I don't think you have either.
Nope.
Yeah, so you go ahead. What did you get?
4.
4? Okay. So,
Not a
duly
plague
noted.
of bats. Please, not a plague of bats.
So, on the next day, we're going to start with the crafters. First, Yule, please give me the craft or mining lord check to help.
I'm re-rolling that.
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm re-rolling that. There you
Before that, before you did that second reroll,
Oh.
15 was the difficulty for it to help.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So only 1 point. Okay.
so that's going to give you a +1 to your roll. So feel free to start.
Hey!
29, and with that +1, that is actually going to be a critical success. So what that means is... Oh, okay. So not only have you succeeded so well, but you've succeeded fast enough that 1, the katana will be reinforced today, and you can transfer 2 runes. It doesn't even have to be to the katana. So 2 runes can be transferred today as well.
Let's see. We still have. Let me look through my notes. We
Well-
still have the.
Mhm.
We still have a. All right. We have the striking rune, and the potence. No, we used up the striking rune, so we have the We have the potential. The +1 rune.
Could I offer a rune from a weapon I already have?
You certainly can.
Iori is willing to offer the striking rune from her main sword,
Absolutely.
and
Okay.
kind of notes that like this seems more important.
Oh yes. Yes, it definitely does.
All right.
All right,
So
so,
then-
you can go ahead.
Saadi's also just like breathing a sigh of relief that she didn't fuck up her best friend's most important sword.
All right,
So,
so Iori, real quick, Iori, you can make a copy of your katana with the finesse option because that's what they were making for you. And since it has a striking rune added, it'll have 2 dice for damage rather than 1.
And then also extra damage of Bane.
Oh, and also Bane, basically 2d8 damage against Oni, but you can put that as the extra.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how to copy an item in Roll20.
You know what? I will do that for you. But you guys still have 1 more rune that can be transferred, and it
Okay.
can be transferred from any item to any other item. Keep that in mind.
Let's see. The only other thing we have is
Or applied if you have a rune that hasn't been assigned yet. You can do that as well.
we do have. Okay, we have an Inky rune, the Shadow rune for armor, and a +1 armor rune and reinforcement rune for shield.
Shield to Drin.
Right. So let me see. What the reinforcement rune do? No. We applied the reinforcement to it already.
Real quick, Iori, are you an expert in... Yes, you are. Okay. Continue.
No, we already did the reinforcement rune. Remember, that was a thing we did at the end of the other session.
Oh.
So we have a +1 armor rune and a shadow rune.
Okay, is it shadow or shatter? I'm sorry.
Shadow.
Okay, thank you. What does the shadow one do?
I am pulling that up right now. Alright. Okay. Gives a +1 to stealth bonus while wearing armor. Basically allows you to basically create a shadowy haze around yourself.
Actually, you know what? Saadi, could I just like put that in Saadi's armor?
Yeah,
She's trying to hide anyways.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, your armor was upgraded with a base rune, I believe, right?
No, it wasn't. Never. Not the armor.
Okay, then we'll just give it the +1 rune then.
Okay.
Because we'll just give it the +1 armor rune.
Yeah, that works.
There we go.
And if we have enough time tomorrow, she'll fix the
Shadow rune to
shadow
it.
rune as well.
Yep.
Real quick, Iori, are you going to be using it two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed.
Alright, so that'll be 2D... Okay, thank you. I'm almost done with it.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Glad to get out. So go ahead. What other plans are you guys making?
We were saying, okay, so we're applying the armor rune to Saadi's armor, and then if we have time later, we'll add the shadow armor to it. But at the moment, we are good.
Okay, so I just need one moment more and I'll be ready to go. Let me see. It has Deadly D8. What other? Katana also has Versatile P, so I'll add that. And there we go. Alright, so you've already decided on what the...
Yep.
Why don't you do a test roll just for fun, Iori, just so that we can make sure it works right? Yep, it works correct.
Oh.
Iori and I just train against each other.
Hold on. I also doesn't have I need to have my sneak attack damage.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes!
What's your sneak attack currently?
I think it's now 2d6. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 2d6. Yep, 2d6.
Okay, let me go back to that and okay, one more test. There we go.
Ah, excellent.
Ooh. That would be 33 damage to an Oni.
Okay, let's make sure I put mine in correctly. Because that doesn't... Sorry.
That's correct.
Okay.
Oh, well... Oh, wait, Bane was 2d6, right? Not 2d8?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
whoops. I have to bring down yours then,
Yeah.
because I
Whoa, let me double check. Let me double check here. Yeah, 2d6.
No, mine's
Okay.
set to 2d6.
No.
I accidentally gave dot 2d8. That was my
Oh.
bad. But still, it's impressive damage. Okay, cool. So it's all correct. All right. So since you two are busy, we're gonna go down the line, starting again with Iori. What are you doing for the day?
She's practicing with the sword.
Okay, well, it'll be done at the end of the day, so it's not ready yet.
She's practicing with her other swords.
Ah, clever. Okay.
For many
So
other
that-
swords.
Alright, so that's what you're doing.
I feel like
Drin?
I'm going to start fidgeting around and pacing back and forth like I'm getting bored.
Oh, question.
But-
Odd or even
But
day?
keeping an eye on how.
It's now it's an odd day again. Because
Okay.
we ended on an odd day. It's been it's an even day now. It's been
It is an even day, yes.
Okay.
That helps him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will, because I did forget to update that, so let me fix that.
But yeah, I'm going to start pacing back and forth across there like I'm getting bored, but still keeping an eye out.
Okay, campaign calendar. It's been 3 days at this point, so let me see. It was 5, 6, 7, so it's now 7. No, wait, 4. No, it's now 6. You're right. So 6, and star day. So it is moon day. All right, cool. So we've got it correct now.
Huzzah! And I got that
Huzzah.
fixed.
All right, so Drin's just fidgeting. You're training and going down the line. Yarra, what are you doing for the day?
Yarra is gonna be inspecting the caverns to make sure that all the traps are laid out in such a way that, there's no gaps.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, you see that the tiger is moving towards the cave mouth entrance.
uh-oh.
Hi!
What are you gonna do?
You should call for Yule. Yule knows these things.
Yule's busy.
Yeah.
Though can I act through my wolf then?
I'll allow it.
All right. Rhyme walks up, looks at the tiger, and sort of tries, just basically motions it to follow him, so he could guide it around the traps.
Yep, that's kind of what she was gonna do, too.
It's going to be a little tough, but I will allow you to have the wolf attempt a nature check.
All right.
Obviously, you can use your. Alright, that'll be a 20. So. That's going to be enough to get it to pay attention, but the wolf can tell that the tiger is hungry and is about to go out and hunt. And remember, the tiger does have young.
Yep.
Rhyme basically looks to Yarra, looks to the horse, looks to the tiger,
Oh no.
looks to the horse, looks to the tiger, and then makes like a biting motion.
The horse says nay.
basically doing its best to communicate. The tiger's hungry.
Oh no.
Horse runs away. It is in fact a horse. It can't do much else.
Other than die by accident.
So, Yarra, what are you gonna do?
Yara's going to she's gonna try to motion for the tiger to follow her towards the mouth of the cave.
I guess horses are like the helicopters of the animal kingdom, in which case that they are always looking for a way to accidentally break themselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Very
You know
much
what?
so.
They are sunglasses.
Give me a. I'm going to give you a +2 because you got some information from Rhyme,
Yep.
but you give me a nature check to see if you can convey this.
I'm re-rolling that.
Well, before you roll, okay, so that'll be a 20, so that'll be enough. It follows you,
And then I motion
and you notice an immediate problem.
the mouth of the cave.
Well, no, all the traps you put down.
Yep. But shite. Drin, we got a problem.
Solve it.
I mean, technically the tiger can leap over those pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are you going to convey that?
Oh, easy. The wolf is basically gonna step on the pit and basically
I jump.
basically it's gonna jump. Oh yeah, Yarra could just jump over the pits, or he could jump. The wolf could jump over the pits just to indicate there's something there.
Well, I'll say Iori can go into her tailed form and see if it'll follow her.
Okay, go ahead and give me athletics checks then.
I did.
All right.
25. So the tiger manages to navigate around. Give me another set for this set of traps that you did.
I just rolled a 29 there.
So the tiger is actually, because the tiger's big, it's going to have a harder time doing that. So let's see if the tiger can actually do it.
Please.
I didn't pull up the tiger sheet.
Right here.
Oh god, why did I
this
misspell?
line. Just this line. Crap. Why are we
Athletics.
so efficient?
Yeah, tiger!
Go!
Alright. So the tiger does some sick parkour stuff to get past this and goes over there.
I just
And
imagine
that's
that's like,
It scoots past the others and leaves the cave.
I can't believe we did that. Shit. Don't tell Mom I said that.
Alright, and thankfully, the tiger passes by the ogres without being bothered.
oh no.
So, day passes. The katana is done. Feel free to roleplay the gift.
Yule smiles to Saadi. You should do the honors.
Lady Iori, I am proud to present you Benkei's sword. Better than ever. And I'm also proud to say, I did not fuck it up.
She laughs and collects it and says, when we first met, I gave you some of the tools that I had on the conditions that you would use them well, and you have lived far beyond my expectations. And then she offers a hug.
Saadi accepts and hugs her back heartily.
And later that evening, as you're prepared to camp down for the night, the tiger eventually returns, and remembering where everything was, it runs in and does some more stick core stuff to get across. And
does a
it's carrying,
backflip.
like, yeah, sure, it does a thick backflip while shaking a gazelle that it had caught, and it just drops it down, like feeds its young.
We can only strive to be that cool.
So I just sent you a question, Fiona. It was a thought because it makes sense because they see the tiger come in and out now.
I will give you that. That's a good call. So, do you want to explain?
Yeah. So my thought was because the tiger went in and out, they don't realize that we helped her get in and out. So those traps are even more hidden because they're not going to be expecting them.
Interesting.
But yeah, if you want to go look at Discord, I found 2 gifts of a tiger doing just about what we said it did.
Oh my god, I need to see
Yeah,
this.
they do that.
Look at those vertical leaps.
Holy crap, wow, I thought you were joking.
No.
No. Like,
They are the great whites of the jungle. They can do those vertical leaps.
I thought, I guess all cats just be ninjas like that, Jesus.
they are the ninjas of the animal world.
Extreme MTV. But all jokes aside. So, the day passes, everybody rests. Regain the hero point if you're not at full. And everybody, please. I need somebody different to roll a flat d20.
I'll do it this time.
Okay,
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
take my heads off for a second. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, I think at this point we should take a small break before I explain what happens next.
Sounds
And
good.
and it's my fault.
Uh-oh.
Can't wait.
I think I can wait.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh boy, I can't wait to eat this verbed.
Also, I bring
have-
ill news, which is that a roach has infested my kitchen,
Oh,
and I am too
shite.
scared to squitch it.
I have extra oxy pills that I'm going to have to destroy.
Oh.
Yeah, I can check.
Or we can make this party really interesting.
No.
No.
No, you do what you gotta do.
Do the right thing.
I prefer rum.
Okay, and by the way, we're still streaming.
Okay. Like I said,
Remember,
I prefer
viewers,
rum.
throwing car batteries into the ocean is a safe and legal thrill.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
So, are we ready?
I'm ready.
More or less.
Okay, let me just check one other thing in my notes. This will be just a moment. Mhm.
Okay, so everybody's here. What is the 13?
Yeah, I just need a moment. I'm just checking one other thing. Where is it? What am I looking for?
I don't know. I can't read
Yeah,
your
I know.
mind.
Yeah, I'm just looking over a bunch of notes, so this will be just a moment. Sorry.
You're good. There's a reason I am forbidden from mind reading, and we all know this.
You know,
This is
which is
making me think of the fucking Mind Reader comic.
all right. So, on the morning of the next day, and by the way, it is the let me
It would be the third. It would be our fourth day in there. So moon. No, it was just Moon Day.
yeah. So,
So
it is
now it's
now
whatever the
Toil
Tuesday
Day.
is. Toil Day.
It is Toil Day, which is the 27th, so it's an odd day. Real quick, alchemists, have you prepared your alchemy?
Let's see, what do I have? Yes, I believe I have. I've
Drin.
got
Mhm.
3 bioluminescence bombs, and then 4 ghost charges.
Two bioluminescent bombs. Remember, because you need one to restore
No. Normally I'd have 4.
Oh, okay.
Because
Never mind.
I have started with 8 infused reagents. So I get 4 and 4.
Good point. You're right.
Okay, so with that happens, and on this day, on Toil Day, you hear heavy footsteps. And Dren, since I'm assuming you are just you returned to your post when you wanted to see what was going on, you see the ogre and the oni finally coming from the bushes and approaching the cave. So, what will the party do?
I'll turn around and whistle into the cave.
Yep.
Saadi's just going to get in position behind the deployable cover. Set up her
Going
tripod as
to
well.
Make a stealth check.
I put fearsome on my hammer, by the way.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out where I want to be. Sorry. Just trying
Well,
to
you want to be.
right here. Right in front of
Well,
Yule.
now would be a good time for the tiger to attack us.
They're on our side.
No,
Or
there's...
Yes,
Oh!
that was the fake plan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to reroll my stealth check.
Yep.
Unless it... Yeah. Oh. It's like you invest everything into your skill, and then it's like, what if roll bad?
That's true.
Yeah, and that's a plus 11 too. But hey, all right. So everybody's in position to where they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see. You got a 20 for your stealth. You got a 17 for your stealth. I will keep that in mind. And Drin, you're remaining where you are.
Mm-mm.
I
No.
say at least you move back behind the pits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to head back over to here.
All right. So moving
Alright,
on.
go ahead and move.
About as far as I can get, really.
And
anyway.
also, is anybody preparing any light for like torches? Because I'm turning off daylight mode.
Probably should, because I'm gonna need them.
Yeah, Yule gives her his torch.
Saadi's going to be relying on the bioluminescence bomb. And
Alright.
everyone else's light.
Well, before the fight begins, Yule would like to give a prayer with the Susumo token that he has.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
And by the way, I just added. You're now emitting light because I'm assuming you're attaching the torch to your backpack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's a goblin lore roll because goblin god of goblins.
Godwin.
Oh!
Wow!
Okay. So
more corresponds.
yeah, for real.
Basically.
You are going to be able to claim a +1 to any 2 checks for the rest of the day.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'll.
Anyone else making any last preps before they enter?
The only thing.
Guess I should have.
Sorry.
Guess I should have muttered a prayer to Trude.
Well, you can still do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pray as well.
Go for it.
He's not listening.
Yeah. No, his prayers can't reach you in front of the Oni lords. No, I'm just.
Alright, just thinking about the Sean Mulaney bit of his dad holding him. God can't hear you.
All right. So Iori, you're going to be able to claim a +1, just
Sick.
once. Okay. Anybody else?
I can see Daikitsu giving me like 2 thumbs up from the rafters.
Okay. So, from outside the cave, you hear a voice call out, "So-called heroes! Betrayers of the Oni Lord's rule! You have existed as a thorn in our side for far too long. Though I should give you thanks for eliminating the traitor that would dare to threaten the rule of Tamimi. But today is the day that you cease to exist as anything more than a footnote beneath my heel. Unless you are willing to surrender and join our cause. Because useful people like you would do well, and we would pay you and feed you and care for you. You'll live the life that kings, I tell you, would be jealous of. What say you?"
You are
Your
no
word
lord
not-
of us.
Can Saadi just like shoot her with her gun? Is she within shooting range? Can she just do that?
Oh.
You do not have the angle from where you are.
Iori gives everyone the look of "Shut the fuck up."
I want to bellow something.
Go for
What do
it.
you got?
Your words are not worth wiping our backsides with.
Your words are as empty as your soul.
Very well. If that's the case, then it is finished. And with that, I'm going
Oh,
to
you're
actually-
leaving?
You know,
Bye!
that's actually really funny. Alright, everybody roll initiative.
Alright, let's do this.
Roll
Yeah.
good, please.
Yeah, I'm starting on my wolf just because. Yes.
Oh wait, can I roll initiative with stealth?
wait. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, if you did not say anything just then, you can roll with stealth. If you
Yeah.
have, then you roll perception.
All right.
I didn't
Um,
get
I can
I'd like
make
to
perception roll.
I'd like to re-roll mine.
Go ahead.
I'm
Much
Saadi
better.
is
There
also
we go.
gonna. I'm almost gonna re-roll with Saadi.
Ye-
That leaves me with 2. And let's see stuff. What the fuck? Okay.
It's
Okay,
23.
I guess.
You have a 23. That's pretty good.
Alright, so you have a
Nice.
23, so I'll change yours then.
Thanks.
No problem. Alright, so everybody's rolled, everybody's good. Alright, let me just make sure. Oop, let me sort
I'm
it out.
still last.
Yep.
Just because everybody else rolled high, not because you rolled low. Also,
Yeah? Is somebody missing?
yeah.
Sorry, I was swapping my
Yarra.
my token.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
just right click on your token, so you'll have to reroll.
It doesn't have the same faces.
Oh, right. Okay, well, go ahead and reroll, and I'll add you.
That's a 30.
Yeah. What did you get? Because I don't remember.
I am the 30 that currently has no token next to it.
Okay, give me a second.
And I did the click on the token and the roll, so I don't know why.
Yeah, and you got 22.
It's because I removed my previous token and put in my new token.
Oh.
Yours didn't appear.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what did you roll?
22.
22. Okay. Is anybody missing?
The other monsters. Okay, there's another monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's here.
Okay. Yep, everybody's here. So let me just rearrange. All right. So first, on his turn, Tanigawa is going to stand outside of the cave. So he's about 20 feet south of the map right now. And let me look at his spell. What is the range for this? 30 feet. So
Yeah.
he is going to cast Animate Dead.
Oh, joy.
And
We enjoyed when we had this on our team!
an undead creature appears right there.
Right where?
Well, if you don't see it, because it's outside of your light.
That,
But,
I
no.
scroll down.
It would be setting off the alarm.
Well, you do hear an alarm as something spawns on top of it, and the creature is going to immediately take its turn and has a movement of 25. So it's going to move here, and the bioluminescent bomb is triggered. So what you roll, I have to roll a reflex save against your crafting check, which was a 27? No, 29. Alright, so I'm going to take half damage, so roll your bioluminescent.
Well, it doesn't actually do any damage if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it
just,
just
lights them up.
it makes light.
just lights them up.
It makes
Like
a
a torch,
it,
right?
it does have another effect. Let me just look it up really quickly. Bioluminescence. Luminescence. Okay. Each creature within 10 feet of where the bomb exploded must succeed at a DC 17 reflex save, or be marked with dye that continues to glow for 24 hours. An affected creature must also attempt a DC 17 Fortitude save, saving throw against the overwhelming burst of light. Let me just link you the page really quickly.
Alright, well, you got a 30.
Okay, that passes
Okay.
easily.
So it is casting a light, and it will finish its turn. I'm going to... Drin, please roll a flat d20 just to see if it takes a direct route to you, or if it potentially drops into a hidden trap. Alright, 19. So that's high is bad. We get like in random encounter, so it takes a direct route here. And it will move here. And it only gets a 2 action, so it stops right there. Alright. So that is Tanigawa's turn. You're up.
This is the undead, right?
Yeah.
Or Iori does nothing. She remains hidden.
Would you like to spend 2 actions already?
Yes.
Okay. So basically what that means is that you keep your initiative turn, and you can designate a action and a trigger. And when that trigger happens, you do your action.
Okay, that is it. If Tanigawa,
Mhm.
If he gets within, we'll say 5 feet of her location, she is going to pop out and attack.
Okay. So that will be your turn. Yule, you're up.
Yule is going to. Let's see, just double checking my ranges here.
Nice.
What's 60 feet? Okay. Easy. Alright, he is just going to fire 3 times at the undead.
Go for it.
Alright.
19 will hit. So that'll be.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll all three. How many attacks are you doing?
All 3.
All right, go for it. All right, that will. The second one hits as well. That's an additional 9 damage. And the last one misses.
Not
That'll
bad.
be it.
That'll be it. That's all 3 actions.
Okay. So now in the next turn, top of the turn, the Ogre Glutton comes in. Let me just check to see how far I can move. Because it was 20 feet away, so it can move 30. So it has 10 more of movement on its first action. Second action, it will move in. And I have to make a reflex save against the pit trap.
2.
Both pit traps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
Ooh.
It's 1.
All right.
But
It's
failed on the other.
into the other. The creature falls in, and that will delay it, so it's going to take double movement to move past it. And I need somebody to roll a D6 for the fall damage.
4.
Twink.
Alright, 4. It pulls itself out, spends a movement to get here, and I have to make another saving throw.
Oh!
And it falls in. Give me another D6 roll.
Hey.
4 again!
Alright, it takes another 4, and... Let me see, that was 2 actions. That was 1, 2, 3.
Wouldn't that be 3 because it takes him 1 to get up?
Well, it wasn't prone, because remember, it's big.
Oh, yeah.
But basically what it has to do is that since it can't reach over, it will then attempt to... instead of attempting to bite at Drin, since it can't reach him, it will swing its great axe.
Ow.
What's your armor class?
Not enough.
Okay. I'm assuming you had your shield up, so are you going to do
Yeah.
the shield block reaction?
Yep.
Alright, so you do the shield block reaction. Go ahead. And what's the hardness on your weapon? On your shield, I mean?
It's 11.
Alright. Let me... D2E, hardness, shield. Because I'm trying to remember how that works. Okay,
I threw it up there.
mhm. So the shield takes 1 damage and you take 1 damage, and the shield manages to ward off the rest. Okay.
And it moves its HP down by 1.
Yep. Got it.
And with that, those traps are now going to be removed since they have been sprung.
Trip.
I mean, well, they're not removed. It's just that they're part of the map now, so they're visible. So I'll put a little token on them. But with that, it'll be Drin's turn.
I gotta take a big hefty swing at this thing standing in front of me.
Ooh, hell yeah!
All right, a 22 will hit, and that is silvered. So that will be 9 bludgeoning damage. Let me just see if it has any resistances. It does not. Okay, at least not relevant here. So it does 9 damage. You swing and you strike true.
Nice.
If it's still standing, I'm going again.
Yep, it is still standing. That will hit again for another 5 points of damage.
Nice.
It is still standing.
And a 3.
And that one will miss, however.
That's a 1.
Saadi,
You
you
never
are
told.
up.
Alright. Is Saadi hidden right now? Does she get any bonuses from that?
Yes. Mhm.
By the way, this was
Excellent.
enacted when my shield came up.
Alright. So Saadi is just going to target the ogre first. Alright. So what is the bonus for being hidden? Is it +1 or +2?
Well, being hidden basically means that I don't see you, and if I were to target you, there's a concealment miss chance. But what it does mean is that it's flat-footed to you. But real quick, Drin, before you do that, keep in mind that works until the end of your next turn. So do you want to use it now? Because then it's gone for the rest of the fight.
No, I'll wait.
Yeah, because Tanigawa isn't shown up yet.
And
Okay.
if I recall, let me go through my notes here on Tanigawa. Tanigawa, Villager Oni, weak to charming effects. No, that's Tamimi. No, low will / reflex.
So, what will you do, Saadi?
Okay. She's going to do what she always does and shoot the ogre.
Hell yeah.
Alright. So,
Yarra pulling an Aragorn. Bring him down! Bring him down!
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Not only
don't
does that hit, but
forget-
that's a critical hit.
Oh,
Jesus, 50 damage?
plus 11 more.
No, just one more. That'll be if I was level. I think it's level 9 that you get that second.
Holy crap. Holy
Yeah,
crap on a crap bucket.
Yes, 51 damage.
Did we
Yeah,
just like decapitate this motherfucker?
No, it's
Nope.
still up, but you blew a big chunk out of its big hide.
Also, remember that she is using her you remember how she has those whatchamacallums? Versatile matchbox? So
Yes.
the smoke that's coming out of her rifle is black. Close to that the color of the cave.
All right. Second shot.
Covered reload.
Alright,
And then number
attack
2.
number 2. Let me
Is
look
that
at
a hit or no?
That is actually a hit.
Whew, okay. Nice.
Alright, and when you do that, the ogre is hanging on barely on its last legs as it stumbles to
Oh,
a
wait.
knee.
I just remembered. I totally forgot to add this to the rifle effects. But she's a specialist in that now.
So that means a critical. You add another.
I think it stuns them. Let me just look it up really quickly. I'm using the stats of a not a Jazale, a Matchlock. God. Oh god.
It's a full fatal blow.
Arquebus.
Oh wait, no, we
Arquebus.
already did that. Okay.
So critical specialization. I'll just put this in chat real quickly.
It has to make a fortitude save against your class DC or it is stunned, so I will make that save. Does 23
damn
beat
it.
your... It does. Okay, so he's not stunned.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
hope he gets
Never mind
another
then.
turn. Alright, is that it for you?
That's it.
Alright,
Last
Yarra,
3
you're up.
actions.
Yarra was right there.
Okay.
And, you know, she was raging, but he didn't see her eyes initially, and now this tiny little thing is staring at him, glaring at him. With
Hammer in hand.
unearthly blue eyes. You are in my way.
Oh!
Okay. And as the Warhammer smashes down at the ogre, taking it down in one fell swoop. Crushing it down into a big pile beneath your Warhammer.
And then she
I'm
turns.
just gonna remove it just to
Yeah.
get it off the map.
Yeah. She turns and looks at this thing. You are also in my way. Oh, darn it. Do it! I'm re-rolling that! I am re-rolling that!
Go for it.
What the heck?
Sometimes the gods of D&D of Pathfinder say no, this one lives.
Apparently!
Alright, so that's it for you?
Yeah.
Alright. In the round, Tanigawa is going to start and is going to first activate concentrate on the spell so that the undead Draugr keeps attacking, or will attack. And it is... let me see what this does. Okay, cool. So it is going to make a Which one does it want to do? Since you actually just took down the ogre, it's going to focus on Yarra first,
Okay.
and it's going to attempt a.
Given the bend in the hallway
Yeah,
there, can it see Yarra?
Yara's
a good
right
point.
here.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What was
right
your
here.
Who's attacking the?
The undead.
But the Oni has to make it switch targets, doesn't it?
No, that's not how it works. Basically,
okay.
it uses an action to sustain the spell, and the creature basically
see.
acts on its own. It's a minion.
I see.
Yeah, but
Never mind.
No, it's all good.
Mom,
Minion,
turn
you
the
say?
music down.
What it's going to attempt is a. No, they have to be adjacent to another. All right, so it's going to attempt a fist strike targeting Yarra.
Alright.
So here's the attack. Does 23 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be 7 slashing damage, and it's also going to. In addition, it does its grotesque gift. So that means its attack spatters their target with rancid flesh and rotting seaweed. Creature damaged by a Draugr strike must succeed on a 15 fortitude save or become sickened 1. Okay, you're fine.
She's unimmuned.
And then it's going to attempt to swing at you with its great axe as well.
No one's
Nope.
conditions are working.
Well,
Alright,
how
and-
I imagine it is Yara's mother is a witch, and her mommy is an alchemist. This doesn't phase her.
All right,
Sorry.
so then it's going to move. Sorry, I just had to get it onto the map. So let me check his movement. So Tanigawa actually flies through the air.
Of course he does.
Mm-hmm. He does have flight,
Oh, great.
and it moves here. And it's going to cast a cone of cold targeting. It's going to cast the cone of cold so that it hits Yarra and Drin and the Draugr.
Ah!
Man, that's cold.
No. Oh.
Make a dexterity 24 reflex save, both
Holy
of you.
shit.
And I'm going to roll for the Draugr as well.
I'm rerolling.
Draugur's
Oh
dead.
God. I'm dead.
No, remember you're dying.
Dexterity?
Reflex save.
Reflex save.
Cause that would have wiped me out anyway.
Well, remember, it doesn't kill you outright. You're just knocked out and dying. Okay, so that's going to do... Let me see. Since you failed, it's a basic saving throw, so you take the full damage, which is 46 cold damage.
Wait,
Both of us?
46?
yeah,
well,
no.
46 if you failed. If you critically failed, then it's 74.
Oh, I misread it then. Jesus, I'm blind. Okay.
No, it's all good.
69.
You're still hurt. You're still bloodied.
Oh yeah. Ow.
Remember to pop a potion.
Do I have
Alright,
one?
so... Drin, what did you roll?
22.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
you're going to
at
take
least
46 cold damage.
You have at least one of those in your pockets.
Okay.
Alright,
I'll probably pop
and
it.
currently, the Oni is floating 10 feet off of the ground because it's not a very high cave. Alright, so that's it for Tanigawa. You're up.
This is going to suck, but Iori is going to step out of her hiding spot transformed, clearly visible, and I am going to cast my only first level spell on Tanigawa.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa.
Charm.
Okay, good.
He has a low will save, so
Let's see. But unfortunately, it has a +1 saves on versus magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worth a shot.
No, it was worth a shot. Don't forget, you also have your staff.
Since that did not work, I'm guessing that was a once per day as well.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, she tried to do like the Ari charm skill or skill shot and just fucking missed. No, that's 2 actions, and everything I can do with the Staff of Elemental Power is also 2 actions.
That being said,
You could throw a knife, but if you want, you could like back off as well.
She'll break line of sight.
Okay.
that being said, even still, a failure / critical failure, it can't act hostilely against you unless you dismiss the spell.
Well, I got a critical success.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you're right. Never mind. I'm missing.
Yeah.
Brain.
It would have been nice.
But what I'm gonna say is that you can make a stealth check to see if you, since you broke line of sight, if you can re-hide, because it didn't expect you to come out of there.
I'm gonna
Do you
reroll
wanna
Like
that.
reroll? Yeah. Okay. You remain hidden. It is aware that somebody attempted this charm spell on it, but by the time it looked around, you disappeared. So you're still hidden. All right, Yule, you're up. You
All
just
right.
saw this big. Oh, and by the way, the monster's dead. I'm going to keep it there as a light source.
Yeah. Yule is going to apply bright shade to his arrows.
Okay.
Commit hunt prey onto the Oni and fire a hunted shot. So that is a double shot.
Okay, go for it.
Boom. Boom.
Ouch!
Oh no.
I'm re-rolling that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to let you reroll both of them since it is part of the same action.
Yep.
Hey.
All right, the
There we go.
31 will hit, so that's going to be 7 plus. Go ahead and add up everything up and tell me what you get.
Is that, so it's not critical? Okay.
No, it's not a critical. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah. You need a lot to crit this thing.
Okay, so that's 7 plus... Let's see...
Too bad we couldn't make a bunch of Oku-no-Kiba arrows.
yeah, no. Give me a fortitude save, 21.
Fortitude save 21.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, we're good.
Alright, then never mind then. You just take 7 damage from that.
Don't you also have the hunted bonus damage?
Oh yes, that is... Hunter's Edge, a 1d8.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
6.
13.
Okay, add it up, and you've dealt minor wounds. And it laughs at your approach, at your attack, and says, "Is that really the best you can do? Were you holed up in a cave just so that you could tickle me?"
No! I'm the distraction!
All right, Drin, you're up.
Tickle, tickle.
Is Yarra conscious?
Oh yeah, I just hurt. Like right now.
Yarra, back off behind me. And I'm going to back right here. Pull out my javelin and toss it.
Go for it.
Also, why did you mark him as bloodied? He's
He's at 23 of 70, right?
And I miss.
Yeah. Remember that.
That's bloody,
Master
but-
Cold.
Yep, that's going to be a miss, but that has a returning, right?
Yeah.
So it comes back to your hand.
And that gives me one more shot at it.
Mm-hmm. That will miss as well.
Aw. Okay. Clang, clang. It's turn.
Saadi, you're up.
Alright. Saadi doesn't have many things that she can do, but what she can do is,
Pew pew.
cower. She still has to reload her gun.
Yep.
So yeah, she does that, and she shoots. Oof. Can I re-roll that?
Yeah,
Well,
of course
22.
you can.
Well, 22 would hit.
No, it would not.
No, it
Oh,
wouldn't.
no, you're right. You're right. Never mind.
You're thinking about the ogre.
Right. Am I obscured from her? Or no?
You're obscured because you aren't behind cover.
Okay. But that doesn't leave her flat-footed. Okay, so I'm just going to re-roll that real quick.
Well, you were hidden, but the flat-footed would even with the flat-footed it wouldn't be enough.
Gotcha. Does that hit?
It almost hits actually. It just narrowly pings across her shoulder, or his shoulder, excuse me.
And all she can really do is reload. She's in cover, at least.
Okay,
And that's it.
Yarra, you're up.
Yarra is going to run behind Drin and chug a potion. Which was,
Right, that was-
how much? 2d.
Let me press the button again here.
Yeah. 2d8 plus 5.
Yeah.
9. 9 plus 23 is 32.
Yeah, our healing is woefully lacking in this group.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's not going to be much better in the next one. Anyway, so that was 2 turns.
Yeah, that's 2 actions.
She's going to go for an intimidation.
Ooh, go for it.
She's going to wiggle the Warhammer. Looky, looky. Look what I've got, bitch.
25. That is a critical. Gala recognizes it for what it is. An Oku-no-Kiba, how? How do you have such a thing? I must tear it from your lifeless flesh. And you can tell that he's trying his best to seem brave, but he's actually shaking, and he is frightened too.
She's just like a low, throaty chuckle.
And with that, Tanigawa is going to fly here and land. So no longer landing. And is going to draw a bow. And is going to fire the bow at Yarra.
Oh!
And misses.
Epically.
And then, yeah, very badly misses. And will take one more shot.
Would canceling his flight be an
Well,
action?
No.
Okay, just
It's
wondering.
natural movement for him. But,
Okay.
you know. But anyway, so does a 22 hit you?
Let me double check. Sorry. Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be 17 damage as you get struck by an arrow.
Okay, I gotta pull my calculator out again.
And that's it.
15.
You're up.
I am really hurt, guys.
yeah.
I'm surprised that you're not dead.
I
You're
have
grateful,
15.
mind. Surprised.
Good thing you drank that potion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iori is going to take a 5-foot step out of her hiding spot, and without saying anything to give away her position, just immediately goes for a slash.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Please. Gonna reroll.
Yeah.
You can reroll, yeah.
We are a merciful group.
There you go.
Yes. Oh my god.
Because of the flat-footed bonus and the stealth bonus, that is going to be a critical.
Oh my god.
As you deal a grievous... Oh wait, it's plus 7, 6, so another 13. So as you deal a grievous blow, sending your Oku-no-Kiba katana straight into Tamigawa's back, delivering a vicious blow, the Oni howls, turns around, and sees you standing there, and is snarling, but is still frightened because of the Oku-no-Kiba that is in your hand. And also, by the way, I forgot to mention, but the fear is reduced down by 1 because it drains off at the end of every one of her turns, his turns. All right. So what do you do?
You have one more action. You have one more action.
5-foot step is an action.
5-foot step is an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just making sure. Oh wait, hey. I also get the critical specialization.
Oh, you do. Yes.
Yeah.
For Katana.
Which is, I think, for...
Let's see. That is. Uh-oh. So.
Yes.
Tanigawa is now flat-footed until the end of Iori's next turn.
Well, we're going. Oh, we're going for another one then.
Go for it.
Nope.
Yeah, that one will miss. However, as he is aware of your attack, and manages to block it with his own weapon, which, by the way, is a big falchion weapon, which is glowing with a rune.
Huh. Surprised he was able to draw that after he had his bow out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good point. Well, in that case, it's narrated as a dodge. Then, good point.
I mean, if you want him to block it with like the heft of the bow, I am like totally fine with that. It's just...
You know what? Let's do the anime moment. Yeah, it blocks it with the heft of the bow,
And then breaks the bow.
and
I'm sorry.
Yule, you're up.
Yule, commanding his wolf, move to here first. Pops up with a potion, shoves it down her throat.
Okay, roll
Yay.
2d8 plus 5.
2d8. 16.
Woohoo.
All right, 16.
That puts me back at almost where I was before the bolt.
Then he fires off. He fires off another 2 shots using his hunted shot technique.
Okay.
First one misses. Second one hits.
Second one does hit, so go ahead and add the damage for your hunted.
That's a it's a D8. So that is 12. Give me a fortitude check. That
Good.
actually, widow check. Yep, that barely makes it. All right, and then he moves in to melee range.
Okay.
Actually, positions himself here.
Yep.
And that's everything.
May I do
Hold
it?
on. You ordered the wolf to move, right?
Yes, that's why I did move.
Oh, so the
Potion.
wolf points. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't explain that better.
No, it's all good. Drin, you're up.
Hey, Grump, I'm gonna text you something real quick.
I know what I want to do.
Did you get a text message, Grump?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it that far.
Just give me a
I
running
loaded
start.
movie.
I'm going to throw a javelin.
Okay, go for it.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Scroll down.
There it is.
That
Ooh,
will
that-
hit for 8.
Then I'm going to grab Yarra, run to here, and throw her.
Okay. So you're throwing on top of him, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yarra, give me an athletics check to see if you can grab on. 22? Okay, you're currently on the Oni's back.
Okay, I'm gonna put myself right here so we know I'm on his back.
Yeah, that works. All right. Saadi, you're up.
Saadi is going to do the one thing that she knows how to do.
Pepper this motherfucker with bullets.
Yep,
Pew pew.
she can do exactly one thing very well. Sometimes. When she's not facing off against literal demons from hell.
Okay, that will hit as the bullet strikes true
Woo!
for 8 points of damage.
Nah.
Well, you still got your reload and one more shot.
Saadi's actually going to,
Ooh.
You know what? Oh god. Look, if you guys weren't all up in melee with him, I would totally throw a bomb at him. But
Well,
as it stands,
I mean, you
it
might
would
as well.
do. No, I was gonna throw a bioluminescence bomb at him, but like that's more likely to hurt everyone else except for the Oni.
That's fair.
Just quick question: like a bomb would, or a ghost charge wouldn't hurt him, right? He's not a ghost.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, if it's positive, vitalizing damage, it could still hurt.
Wait.
Remember, the other
Hold on.
Oni was weak to vitalizing. I'm not saying that's the case here. Just saying that there is a chance.
What's this one called again?
this is Tanigawa.
Tanigawa.
They are a spirit Oni. We don't believe they have any major weaknesses besides a low will and reflex save.
And of course the Oku-no-Kiba.
Yes.
Okay. I've formulated a battle plan.
And that is?
So, I know. Look, so if I attacked a second time using the Giselle, I would just be wasting a round, right? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a fistful of beans from my bag and throw it at him. Just take that as a bean throw.
All right. And as the beams launch across the air and land across the Oni's face, the Oni looks down and says, "What do you think I am, Rokubi? Not all Oni are afraid of beans, you fool!"
I'm insulting you!
Yeah, that is really good for an insult. Like, you're as low as Rukubi.
What do you think I am, Raditz?
Yes.
But okay, so,
Roll for insult?
you know what, sure. Give me a diplomacy check to see if you can insult. Or, performance check, we'll say. Or diplomacy, your choice.
Alright. Yeah. Give just a second. Mind if I just, I know it doesn't really matter, but mind if I re-roll that?
I've got the
if you want-
perfect
if you
comeback for it if you want to leave it alone.
What?
I have the perfect comeback for it if you want to leave it alone.
Go ahead.
Don't bother, Saadi. This one's too stupid to realize an insult when he hears one.
I'll taste one. Those look delicious.
Anyways, yes, that'll be it. That's fine. That's I didn't actually need to accomplish anything with that. I just wanted to insult him.
I mean, it works as a distraction.
Okay.
Yes, it did.
And
I
with
mean,
that,
he still does not realize that there's a hobbit on him.
so, Yarra, you're up.
She just brings it down on one of his horns.
All right.
I have one more reroll. I am roll.
Feel free. Oh, even with the bonus I was going to give you, no. It manages to
Wait,
swing
even with him being flat-footed?
Even with
And-
him being flat-footed and even
technically
with
Surrounded.
And flanked. He is flanked.
Not by Yarra.
He's
Well, even with all of that, it's a narrow miss. It has a
flanked
high.
on 3 sides.
Well, yeah, but it only matters if it's flanked to Yarra.
Well,
Nyeh. And nyeh.
That
Okay. And with
I'm
that,
so sorry.
on its turn. So at the top of the turn, Tanigawa's wounds start to heal,
Oh
and
shit!
it's closed. And you see that some of the wounds are healing. And then it's going to, as its first action, it raises up its falchion. It's going to... Yeah, it's going to drop its bow and pull out its falchion and swing at...
If it tries to swing at me, it's gonna hit itself in the head.
swing at Iori. Did it roll?
It did not.
I
Let me roll. Click it
couldn't
again.
see anything.
There you go. Does 38 hit you?
No!
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that a crit?
Yes, of course. What?
So that's 32 damage.
To beat by 10? Yeah, it's a fucking crit.
And then it's going to cast a gaseous form. So Yarra immediately drops to the ground.
Blip.
And it becomes a little gas cloud. And also the fear is reduced, gone now. Alright. So,
I finally
You're
rolled it. There it goes.
oh, well. Oh, whatever. But okay, so it's now a gas cloud, and Yarra drops down on the ground. So, you're up. So, keep in mind that it can still be attacked in the gas cloud.
Yeah, I'm
It
reading
does-
this, and did it look like it was wearing armor before?
It was wearing a breastplate, but actually you saw robes, but since you stabbed in the back, you can tell that he was wearing like a breastplate. So he does lose his armor class bonus from that.
I mean, he's still flat-footed until the end of my turn, so yeah, I'm gonna go for it again.
Yep.
And
go
you're
for it.
flanking him.
Oh, come on!
Well, unfortunately, that's actually going to hit. So,
That's hilarious.
That hits.
Oh my god.
that does hit. That hits Iori because of the. I'm assuming you're using the +1 from the Daikitsu bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would hit.
Hold up. Wouldn't the Bane effect still pass through?
Well, the Bane effect does. That's why I'm adding that to the damage.
No, it wouldn't affect Iori
What do you mean?
because it's only damage versus Oni.
It's an Oni. Just because it's in a gas form doesn't mean it's not an Oni.
No, I'm
You
saying
said it-
you said
you said
reflect.
it damaged Iori.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
You said it
Okay.
damages Iori.
I figured you misspoke.
Okay, well, okay.
Okay.
Okay, alright. So are we all cleared? Okay.
Yeah.
So you deal... it is immune to precision, so the sneak attack doesn't matter. So that's going to
23.
be 23... Well, actually, 23, 18, 15 damage. He does have damage resistance.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, swing it again.
Go for it.
Oh.
So that's 16.
That is... Actually, Iori, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I was about to say that's probably a crit if he's flat-footed.
How do you want to do this?
Is the sword mostly wood or mostly metal?
Probably actually a mix of the dragon bone and metal.
The weapon, the blade is reinforced with dragon bone, so it's like metal with like a dragon bone infusion, but the grip is infused with the spirit wood.
I'm going to say that channeling what she has learned through her mentor and through her prayer, she does a downward slash, which as it hits the Tanigawa, forces him back into a physical form while the blade is still inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is essentially just lodged in his chest as he becomes physical again. And then as she stands over him, she will say that she'll just say 2 down, 1 to go, and then finish him off.
With a sharp twist of the blade.
She'll then do the thing where she flicks all of the gore off the weapon and then stows it.
I imagine Yule is the one who gets coated in that gore.
I assume the wall gets coated in it, but I mean,
Oh, that too.
she's not going to aim it at anybody.
So with that, Tanigawa is skewered and is now driven down into the dirt. The massive wounds that some of you have taken are still
Ow.
painful, but you now stand over the dead body of Tamami's last remaining general. What do you do?
Yule
Oh,
is going to move to Yarra, hand her another healing potion.
Yay!
Saadi's gonna try and treat Drin's wounds with some with her medicine.
Hey, somebody finally remembered the dwarf. As he fell to his knees in pain.
Iori's going to try and treat her own wounds.
Alright, go for it and make it. Alright, so that's going to be enough to do the normal healing from that. So I think it's like 2d8.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
little
2d8.
over half.
So
I
you
think-
spend some time licking your wounds. And because I know you're going to loot, I'm just going to go ahead and read off what's there. The falchion is a giant size striking falcon +1.
So none of us.
Yeah, but we
You
can
can
take off the
remove-
runes.
True.
Yeah. Yep.
Waste not, want not.
Besides that, the Oni also had a pouch of gold with 100 gold coins inside and 200 silver coins.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm putting that in our spacious pouch. So that's how much gold you said? It was 200.
100,
100
gold.
and
200 silver.
There we go. I just
Alright.
put it in the chat. And also looking over the files or the documents, Tanigawa basically had a contract, basically a scroll of Gaius, and a little notation. Apparently, the scrolls had mentioned each of your party members by name, and was intended to basically compel you into service if you had agreed to. If you recall, he made the offer at the start of the fight.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. And in addition, you find a letter. Iori might find this interesting. A letter that basically reads, "You are permitted to track down Rokubi's murderers. Bring them into my service, or bring me their heads. Signed, Tamimi." In other words, this was partially a recruitment or a kill mission.
And technically, we have one more enemy to dispatch.
Indeed.
Well, that would have made an enemy of Corvosa.
It still can.
After Saadi finishes patching Drin up, she just kicks the body.
By the way, I whispered somebody something in Roll20. If I didn't whisper you, it's not for you, so don't worry about it.
I see it.
Okay. Well, I wasn't trying to tell who it was.
Oh, I'm sorry. That, my bad.
Nugget?
Yeah, that's on me then.
No, it's all good. No, you're a dinosaur nugget, just for that.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm a Dino 10D.
Damn it, I upgraded.
Yeah, Dino 10D!
I suppose we should remove the pit traps.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yule pulls out his shovel. His shovel
Yeah, you can spend the day removing the pit traps, but while you're doing that, what does the party do?
Oh. Is there... Hmm.
I'm still at half my life points.
So-
I'm going to try and recover some more.
Yeah.
So, like, did we win? Are we good? What happens now?
That is a good question.
Well, we do need to go get the lovers and return the staff,
Yeah.
which will give more allies to the rebellion.
Do we leave the carcass here for the tigers to eat, or do we drag it outside so they don't have to be around it?
I feel like we should leave it for the tigers.
Yarra just looks at Yule like, will they eat it?
Yule's like, it's fresh meat. If the matron doesn't want it, she'll just drag it out.
Fair enough.
Hell, they also have the other body. They're going to be happy for a while.
Except for the undead thing. They won't eat that.
Oh, you
Sure.
can help.
You'll just...
Well, actually, no, because the spell ended with the death of the undead disappears. It was a summon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're good.
There's probably only like some seaweed left.
From where it tried to, like, make me sick.
It tried to stank you.
It did not work.
Hey, I finally got to throw a hobbit. I'm happy.
Yeah, that was very effective. Distracted him long enough that he had to switch to gas form, which turned out to be a bad idea.
All right, so
And this
I'm
is why
going
I
to-
say toss the hobbit.
So I'm going to go around and I'm going to ask everybody if there's anything special that you wish to do while you're still in the cave. We're assuming this is happening while you're filling in the pits. So, Drin?
No. I'm going to meditate and heal myself.
Okay. Yule?
No, nothing I can think of at the moment.
Okay. Saadi?
She's just trying to patch people up.
Okay. Yarra?
Oh, she's going to stop and lick her wounds.
Cone of Cold was nasty.
That thing damn near killed me.
Mm-hmm. All right, and finally, Iori?
Iori is taking the letters from Tamimi and the scrolls. Beyond that, no. She seems very deeply contemplative.
Okay. So then, after the pits have been filled in, and everything's left for the tigers that you didn't want to keep, what will the party do?
We should probably burn the letter. And the contracts.
We'll put those in the fire tonight.
Or we could use them as evidence against the Oni Lords.
To what court?
Yeah.
Corvosa.
I don't think they'll get to Corvosa with this.
No.
Isn't the Corvosa house, or aren't your ships parked just outside of the port?
Yes.
True.
Well, out of the capital.
Well, first things first, we need to make it to the temple.
Yep.
And catch up with the couple. Yule pulls out the staff, twirls it in his fingers, and hands it to Yarra.
Yarra will sleepily take it and probably lean on it.
Yule helps her onto. Yule will definitely help her up onto Rhyme so she can sort of rest while they travel.
Because she is. Whoo!
She took a beat. She took a beating. She gave a beating.
This was a bad day for Yarra.
She dang near got to single digits.
Yeah.
So, with that, I'm assuming somebody give me a flat D20 check who hasn't rolled yet to see if we get any special encounters in the way.
Brom?
I did once already.
Okay, so it leaves just Dot.
Yep, if you please. Nothing happens. You make it to the fortress.
Oh, I'm still on
and-
DM rolls, LMAO. My bad.
It's all good. It was a 5. You make it to the fortress with no further incident, and once you arrive, you collect the lovers. If you wish, you can rest down for the day and then make your way to Kirahata, or you can try to force march it if you wish.
Oh, we're resting.
We're resting.
Yeah, we're resting.
Okay. Everybody recharges back for full. Gain a hero point.
Yay, I have 1 hero point.
And on the next day, it's basically just a 6-hour march to Kirahata. So I need somebody to roll a d20 for a flat. See if you get any random encounters.
9.
Nothing happens, and it's a light drizzly day. Not wet enough to be like uncomfortable, just drizzly. And by the time you make it back to Kirahata, you find that there's tension in the air amongst the guards, but it seems that the blockade that you were expecting has lightened up, and trade has continued along through in and out of the city. What does the party do?
Yarra is going to go with the lovers to the meeting point for Higatoke and Saotome.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. Saadi would like to join them. If she's allowed.
Of course.
Of course. Is anybody doing anything different?
No.
Iori.
How much time do we have?
It's been about 6 hours, so it's in the early afternoon.
Too late to go visit a smithy.
Yes.
Well, you could give them a request and have them just work on it overnight.
What runes were on that club?
Striking.
Striking and +1.
My hammer is already a +1.
So you can
I'd like the other rune added to it.
Alright.
Okay, so you'll have to pay 1 gold and 7 silver, but you can have that done since you have this the rune on hand.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll take the gold payment from the group kitty.
Alright.
Okay.
How much was that again, you said?
1 gold, 7 silver.
Alright, I've done just the gold, okay.
Okay, now Iori, you were saying you were going to do something?
She wants to talk to Saadi.
Okay.
Can Saadi just make time for that, just before she goes to the meeting with the Higatoke and Tamimi?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna shoot you a message about what she wants to talk about, just so that we don't have to bring everything to a stop. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Is it something that you want to do before they go to the Higatoki? Because we can handle that if you're while you're talking, if you want.
Yeah, it'd be appreciated.
Okay, Saadi, do you mind sitting out of that then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so cool. So with that, the rest of the party will just take you over to the Saotome mansion because that's where you were hired. And let me go ahead and move yourselves onto the map if you haven't already. When you
Am I
arrive,
included in this, or am I
Yeah.
at the smithies?
well, I mean, it doesn't take long to give orders to the smithy. Just drop off a weapon, give them the stuff, and then you can go. So let me see. Where is the other? There she is. Okay. I'll just move you guys to the map if you need to. But
Yeah,
meanwhile,
it'll be easier.
So when you arrive, you find that Zahn is waiting for you, and the old man looks like he was about to ask you how your mission went, but then he notices Utsumi Saotome, and the old man's light just shines and brightens up. Utsumi, my son, I am so pleased that you made it. They found you. Look, before anything else, can you forgive this old man for his constant fighting? This war has cost us so very much. And it should be finished. It should be done. We need to make peace with the Higatoki family.
Yule smiles. Well, I think your son is the right man for that. He motions to the other. Sorry, what are they again? It's
Here, I'll put their names on, but it's
No.
Utsumi,
no, they're
And-
species.
Yeah,
Samsara.
Samsara.
The Samsara lady. May we present to you Izumi Higatoke. Wait. Yeah, they're too close together. Their names are... Yeah. Izumi Higatoke. The daughter and next in line of the Higatokes. Your grandson's wife-to-be.
Utsumi sighs and rubs his forehead. You know, I really wish I was the one that presented that, but very well.
Yule says, forgive me.
Well, Yarra would have given Utsumi the staff, so at least he has that he can present.
Father, these heroes have saved us from the Seven Rings of Heaven, and has brought us this staff, which is meant to be your gift to the Higatoki family. And I wish to make my second announcement of the wedding during this meeting. And Zan accepts the staff and looks towards his son and his daughter-in-law, and then to the party, and says, "There's a part of me that doesn't like this, but that part needs to die. So I give you both my blessing. And adventurers, I thank you so very much. Is there anything at all that I can do for you? Anything?"
Yarra is gonna have this disheartened look. We fear there's gonna be a war on the horizon between the Oni Lords and the... Name, please?
Mizuki Hikari.
Mizuki Hikari. Lady Tamimi is the only Oni Lord left for Kirahata.
And you would mean for us to
Put aside your
help?
difference. Yes. We want you to help. Not necessarily the Mizuki Hikari, but the people of Kirahata. There are going to be wounded, there's going to be battle, there's going to be damage.
No matter how good of a fight we end up taking, or how little combat there is going to be wounded. Your people are the best.
Both
And the people
families.
And this city needs you. All of you.
Mm. Strange times we live in, our families, but if we can assist the people as we were once to do, then we shall do so again. And I'm sure that my son, as the next in line, will be glad to carry on that legacy. Utsumi nods. You have our word. We'll make arrangements to have dinner with the Higatoki family soon, and you, daughter-in-law, are welcome to stay here as my guest if you wish it. And Izumi shakes her head. Though I do not wish to refuse you, I should, because I should soften the blow and let the family know exactly what is to happen. That said, I will wait until you send a runner to make the invitation and go with them. That seems the wisest course, does it not? Utsumi nods. Would you agree, adventurers?
Yes.
Yes.
But I would not dally.
Time
No,
is
of course not.
Time is not on any of our sides.
Very well. Yeah, Zan says, Well, I've had the letter prepared. I will send the letter. I'll have a runner sent within the hour. Please, at least allow me to feed you both. And Izumi nods her head and says, yes, I would appreciate that. You know what's funny? I actually met a shrine maiden in the village who shares my name. I wish to invite her as well. For the wedding, at least. She's very kind. At least when I spoke with her.
The guide.
Hmm.
Well, no, that was a different character.
Oh,
The guide. But no. And with that, they say, we're going to end this scene as Zahn basically calls for servants to come in and bring food for everyone before the invitations are made. Iori and Saadi, are you two ready?
Still typing.
Okay, so we'll come back to you. So then, meals are prepared. Since it's kind of a last minute thing, it's not like the fanciest meal, but it is very tasty and filling. And at the end of it, a runner is sent along with the two lovers to make the pitch known for and then an idea occurs to Zahn to have Utsumi deliver the letter and invitation and the staff. And they ask if you, adventurers, will come with them, basically to help ensure that, to help make it the invitation accepted.
makes sense to me.
And to make sure they get there.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right, so I need somebody to roll one of you three to make a d20 check, if you
I'll
please.
do it.
Yep.
Nothing happens. Make it to the Higatoki Manor without any issue.
Real quick,
Yes.
can I use my masquerade scarf and wrap it around the head of the warhammer to disguise the warhammer as just a plain warhammer?
You know, I like that idea, so I'm going to allow it.
Cool.
Even still, it's just like you're disguising it on a basic level. So you're hiding like the markings, even if it's not magical in any format.
Okay, so when you make it to the gates of the Higatoki Manor, you find that the guards outside are about ready to stop your group, especially when they see Utsumi show up. But when they see Izumi stands up, holds up a hand, and says, "God, stand down. These adventurers and this messenger of the Saotome family have brought me here and saved me from many countless dangers. Allow them to pass." And with that, the guards seem confused and uncertain, but then they stand out of the way, open the doors, and let you in. And once you arrive, you find a small path that is flanked by bushes, and seated in a kind of a little meditation garden with a stone in the middle is an old woman who looks up from her meditations, sees Izumi, and calls out, "Daughter! What? Am I dreaming? You're back! And... oh, you brought a Saotome here. Why?" And Izumi steps forward and says, motions for everybody to come around to the garden area.
Oh yeah.
So I'm... and once you do, Izumi makes introductions and says, "Mother, these are adventurers," and she introduces you to thy name, "as well as Utsumi, a man who has assisted me along with these adventurers in my many travails, and oh, we have such a story to tell you about all the troubles that we've seen. Would one of you care to do so? You would do so you would give it better justice than I would." This is a performance check, if you basically, or diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Anyone
Really?
but the dwarf.
I have
Yeah,
one hero
because
point left.
I mean, that was
No, you have two. Remember, you just regained one.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm going to roll to. I was going to say I'm going to chunk that up. I'm going to toss my one of my 2 bonus points to that. So 23.
Okay. So that'll make it a 23. And Shao listens in rapt attention to your story. What kind of story do you tell? If you want to narrate a little bit.
You know what? She's gonna narrate it as we found them captured by the 7 rings and saved both of them and helped rescue them. And I'm blanking. I'm sorry. Player brain is fried.
You rescued them from the 7 rings of heaven and from a disaster. And then you gave them someplace safe to stay while you were ensuring the safety of both houses.
Yep. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, and then afterwards, at the end of the story, Shao says, "That still doesn't explain why they're here. Why he's here, in particular." Motioning to Izumi.
Yarra looks at Izumi. I believe that is your turn to answer, not mine.
Oh, I'm surprised nobody wanted to spoil it, but
I didn't want to spoil it the first time.
that's true.
Yule just
go ahead.
Yule just puts his hands up. Hey, no. I goes, no, like he's not gonna do it this time. He's learned his lesson.
So Izumi says, "Mother, I am betrothed and wed to Tsumi." And you see there's a moment when she looks very disappointed and upset, and like she's about to step in and refuse it. What will the party do?
Yarra is going to reach back and grab the staff from Utsumi and hold it between them. Hold it out in front of her.
I make it a point to stay out of love and politics, but in this case, I must make an exception.
So
this young man is here to offer the olive branch of peace between your 2 families to unite yourselves against an oncoming war.
And between what Drin has said and the presentation to the staff, Xiao's anger seems mollified for a moment as she says, is that Zan's staff?
That it is.
And what is that on it?
Those are
Pointing at the markings.
Those are the bites of a matron tiger, given freely by her.
And with that, the old woman sits on the edge of the stone and rubs her head I need to think for a moment. This is unexpected. That old cantankerous bastard would sit there and do something like that? I thought he hated our ways.
She can visibly see Yarra fight a laugh at hearing that. And then die.
Have things truly changed?
Yes.
Then you mentioned an olive branch dwarf, or I apologize, Drin. What is it that? What did you mean by that?
Peace between your 2 families is paramount in giving the strength needed to support this whole area in an upcoming war that everyone else can see on the horizon.
Only one of the Oni Lords still stands.
Exactly. And that Oni Lord is going to be very, very angry.
And no matter how much the resistance fights, there is going to be casualties in the population, and they're going to need both families there to help them.
And Utsumi says, "And if I may, mother-in-law, if I may call you such,
Good job.
our family wishes to make peace, to end the feud so that we can help the people of Kirahata as we have once done 100 years ago, before the Oni came. And my wife and I would be pleased to be the first step in that new path. Will you come with us to make this new path? And with that, Shao says, walks over and holds out a hand to Yarra.
Hands over the staff.
She takes it and she holds it in her hand, tracing the bite marks with her fingers. And she glows with magic as if she's like detecting something about the marks. But then she nods and says, This is truth. And the tiger still lives.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
well. Perhaps
The
he's only
tiger
a
is
half
the tiger is something of a friend now.
Indeed. I suppose he's only half cantankerous.
Yeah.
I accept the
Scratch-
offer.
Scratch them good enough between the ears, they're just fine.
Agreed. That's what I've been telling them. That's an old argument. I will need to present you to the rest of the family, but we'll be there. And for what it's worth, I accept your union.
Alright, now we shall run back along and let him know.
Would you? And looking to Utsumi, would you care to stay until the dinner is ready? And Utsumi is about ready to answer, but Izumi immediately pipes up. I actually turned down the offer to their family, so it's only fair that he turns down the offer. And besides, I have so much to tell you. We should spend the night with our respective families so that we can be presented together. Would you agree, husband? And you can tell that he was going to say something, and under his breath he mutters, but nobody makes dim sum like they do, but fine.
He likes the food!
And with that, he walks with you out.
Yarra would be like, you just ate. Dude!
And Yule's like, but dim sum? That is great. From a family. That is amazing. It's an experience.
Okay, so before we continue, going back to Iori and Saadi, how are you two doing?
We're good. By the way, I messaged you something on Discord.
Oh, let me take a look real quick. I don't see it.
On
Oh wait,
Discord?
there it is. There it is.
Oy.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I see evil plots cooking. So, what are you two doing?
The two of them have been talking, and Iori is waiting for them to get back.
Oh no.
So do you want to do something first, though?
Well, she wants to talk with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, do you want to say that everybody reconvene? Saadi, are you there?
Saadi's
Okay.
with Iori.
Okay, so let's say the party reconvenes at the usual hangout spot of the tea house.
Yeah, Grump went bio, so he'll be back in a moment.
So,
The door just opened. Sorry, my
There you
bedroom's
go.
right next to the bathroom, so...
and let me just remove that. There we go. So, and the two keys are no longer there, so there you go.
Okay.
What do you discuss?
So, first things first. This is a private conversation. So, hopefully, like either in one of their rooms or whatever.
Yeah, we'll say
Yeah.
it's inside of a room, because when you express it, it's a private conversation.
So, Iori is clearly anxious, and when everyone gets back, she looks to Yarra and asks, "What are What is House Thul's plans for Chuye?
Well, I know that my queen from Corvosa's plans were trade and an alliance. I don't know about my mother's plans themselves.
She kind of taps her foot, and then she has like the letter in hand and says, "Here, I want to avoid a war, and I want to end the fox hunts, and I think with what we have might be the best chance I have to hopefully negotiate our way out of one, as difficult as it might be. Because even if when war breaks out, there will be casualties, and the casualties always start at the bottom. And there just might not be any Kitsune left after that. I would like a chance to negotiate with Tamimi before anything else happens."
I am with Iori on this.
If it can be avoided, it's a no. Sorry, if
You're
it can be
good.
avoided, it's a wise thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in agreement here. If we can talk her down, talk her out of everything, or at least talk her out of the hunts, and avoiding a war.
I figure it would be at least worth a shot. I'm sorry for not being forward with you all about this, but from the beginning, but I've been thinking about this for quite some time.
One must always be careful in who they confide to. You have been wise in your choices.
I didn't
I-
roll those. What the hell? Oh, sorry, ignore me.
There is no love between me and Tamimi, and should the time come and it
What?
requires it, then I would most certainly strike her down. But if a war breaks out, then there won't be peace in Chuye, not for a long time. And certainly not one that my people will be there to see. And if I'm being honest, I'm getting old. I'm not going to be able to go out there and fight like I have for many more years. This is the best thing I can give to them.
I understand and respect that.
Thank you. Oh, she is still very clear, like, this is going to suck.
No.
Saadi just sort of gently pats her on the back.
So if I'm just to step in, if I'm to understand, you want to negotiate with Tamimi to see if she can stop the fox hunts and stop the occupation, or just stop the fox hunts.
We'll negotiate as much out of her as we possibly can.
The hope is that that with 2 advisors down and at least one Oku-no-Kiba crafted that she is aware of, that might be enough to convince her to just basically, like, even if she retains like a governorship, one where power isn't as centralized, and 2, that one that's not as brutal, with the alternative being just flat out war.
So I think for our final challenge for this campaign, we can initiate a negotiation challenge.
Okay.
So here's how it's going to work. First of all, everybody gain a hero point, because everybody's going to need it.
Yay!
I have 2 now.
Second of all.
Woo!
Yay, max out hero points!
The way this is going to work is that every roll is going to be a week of effort. You can use any of the reputations that you've gained, or any most of the skills you have, to try to lean Tamimi towards working this. There are 3 results. Failure in which case war will happen. Success, in which case Tamimi maintains power, and as does the general, but Tamimi uses her influence to convince the general to lighten the burden on Chuye, but Chuye remains in Oni Lord control. 3. Tamimi is convinced to break the yoke of tyranny and to act against the general so that Chuye returns to something normal.
Can I get a reminder? What general?
Basically, or excuse me, the Shogun.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
okay.
I meant the Shogun. So basically, the highest result is basically Tamimi basically working with the party to break the yoke of oppression and to overthrow the Shogun and send him packing back to the Forest of Spirits. Because if you recall, Tamimi has always mostly been interested in pleasure and just had hedonism. So Tamimi doesn't even really want to rule because that takes too much work.
She just wants to remain corrupt forever.
Yeah. Now,
I
of
mean,
course,
look, there's we could swing this in a way where she doesn't have to be governess and can still be richer than God.
Yeah.
yeah, or
Expansion.
Yeah.
so that
Genuinely,
Be the
that is a
figurehead.
historical thing.
with a secret sub-objective that is possible. Okay. So every roll, and everybody gets the roll is going to take a week of effort, and you must get 8 successes before 4 failures. Okay.
Okay.
So, week 1. What is the party going to do? And we're not in initiative order, so you can describe what you're doing. At least 3 rolls must be attempted. Everybody else can help, but at least 3 rolls must be attempted.
Saadi's got a 10 diplomacy and has 3 reputation with Sao Tome and 2 with Higatoki.
Okay.
Is there anything that she can negotiate or do with that?
Well, you could make a diplomacy check to try to convince the families to pressure the Oni Lords into agreeing to this. Basically, since they are the only 2 major healers in the families, or in the city.
Will Saadi gain any kind of bonus from this, since she is the one who helped bring the couple back together as they are?
Yes,
bring the families.
and a +2.
Thank you. Okay, in that case, I will do that.
Okay.
You want to reroll?
Would you like
Yeah,
to reroll?
I do want to reroll that.
Oh,
Does anyone want to assist me?
Yeah, I will assist on that.
I
Alright.
don't know if assist would actually help.
Well, how about I take the lead?
Yeah.
well, no, you'd have to declare that first.
All right.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, a 19 is not going to be enough, so that is 1 failure.
No. Will a 20 be enough? I still have 1. I still have 1 + 1.
Okay, 20 will do it.
There we go.
So that'll be 1
Oh my
success.
Sorry, I have a floof nugget. I have been
Oh my
captured.
God.
Who wants to help next? It can't be Saadi or Yule.
I will do...
E. Good.
I was gonna go down to the gambling house with the nobles
Mm-hmm.
and try to convince them to convince Tamimi that they can run Kirahata and Chuye.
Okay, make your roll.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's going to be a 29, and because of your reputation, that's going to be bumped up to 30, which will be another success. Not quite a crit. Hold on, let me check. Nope, I'm sorry, that's a critical success.
So
That
that's
is a
2.
critical
Holy
success.
shit.
So that
3.
is 2 successes. So you're at 3 right now.
Woo!
Who wants to go
Okay.
next?
I will have Iori go next. I am going to try and leverage her +3 reputation with the Mizuki Hikari to... If a agreement can be reached to hold off on any insurgent violence, I suppose, to be able to also agree to a potential peace.
Go for it. Make that roll. Since this is based on the fox hunt, you may roll Kitsune lore instead.
Okay, well, I already rolled a 28 on diplomacy.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay. That's going to be not quite a critical, but that will be a success.
Even with a +3 reputation?
Okay, scratch that. That's a +2, so that'll be a 30. So that's a critical. So you're at 5. Drin?
I have a CP baby.
I have no clue. I'm not good at any of those skills.
Well,
I mean, what? I'm trying to think. Which? Do you remember what group of people you had gotten close with?
I think he was close to the
yeah.
Saotome or the Higatoge. I
I have 5 with the Saotome and 2 with the Mizuki Hikari.
well,
Okay.
if I could offer a suggestion, you do have mountain lore,
Yeah.
and since food and supplies are always a problem because of the yoke of oppression, maybe you teach different ways they can get things from the mountains or even grow things in the mountains.
That I can do.
Yep, see?
All right.
Make that roll.
Throw
Shoot
a little
your shot.
throw a little religious persuasion in there, saying that it's always the faithful that get hurt the worst.
Okay.
Mhm.
baby. I love you.
So 2 rolls on my part: religion to support and mountain lore to teach.
Correct. You pick which one.
Oh,
Do the,
well,
do the mountain lore.
Mountain lore.
yeah.
Yeah, usually lores are lower difficulty. Would you like to reroll?
Yes.
Go for it.
Much better.
That'll be enough. That'll be 6. 1 week has passed. No failures. What are you doing the next week? Who wants to go first?
I am going to go the opposite of the previous week and try and talk with the Oni Lords to get the... Basically, I hate to put it this way, but like that if they agree to support ending the occupation, that I don't redistribute their wealth violently.
It'd be a shame if the stuff. You got a nice stuff
It'd be a
here.
shame if all these unions I just formed fucking came and knocked down your door.
You know what? You can make a intimidation or bluff check, your choice, or deception. Excuse me.
I will do deception. I also do have a 3 positive reputation with the Oni Lords, so like I'm not an unknown quantity.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to add that to a bonus.
Or maybe
Basically, you
actually.
take okay. Use me. Holy crap. Oh man. That was
That's Saadi could help, but oh my god.
all right. So that's going to be 8 successes. Now you can stop here, and if you stop here, then you get the first result, but not the second. If you want a full release and the Shogun to be out, you need 5 more successes. Do you wish to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So who's next?
I'll go.
Iori can't go.
I'll go.
Oh wait, so was that 2 successes? Yes, 2. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
So
8.
basically, you're up to 8. So you need
Let's
5
go
more.
gambling.
All right. Can I do the Chuye nobles again and point out the weak points in the city?
You may go for it.
Okay.
City lore.
Yep.
Go for it. All right, that is a 22, so that will be enough for another success. As you point out how the city could be made stronger.
And maybe even point out that the occupation of the Oni Lords has made this structure weaker because no one's paying attention to it, because they're more focused on that structure that the Oni Lord has ordered.
Good call. Good call. So that's going to be another success. Who's next?
I would like to do the people of Chuye and using nature to talk about sort of farming methods and just how they could be more self-sufficient and use the land better.
Okay, go for it.
That's not even. I have a plus. My reputation is a 5. So
That's going to be a +3, so 27 is going to be another success as you teach better farming ways and show how the occupation has diminished the value of the fields. So, you need 3 more. Who's next?
Saadi. Saadi is going to leverage her reputation with the Lantern Lodge, and attempt to. They're more like a spreaders of information, right? They release broadsheets.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So she's basically gonna have. She's gonna try and ask if they'll start printing articles that are basically like, pro or anti
Occupation.
shogunate, anti-shogunate propaganda,
Yeah,
essentially.
that's good.
Good. Go for it. You can roll. I don't think your lore is specifically helpful, but I will allow you to roll it, or you can roll diplomacy or society.
Let's see. It doesn't really matter. This might be a bit of an odd thing to say, but would performance help here?
I mean, you could use it to sell the story.
You know what? I'll allow it. Go for it.
Yeah, she is going to. Yeah, she's basically presenting ideas for a story, and in a very dramatic fashion. Is why I'm giving it performance.
Okay. Okay.
An extra, not needed.
one more.
Let's go gambling. One more.
Awarded.
So
does it reset on here?
Wait. That's. Yeah, it's 4. Yeah.
yeah, you need one more. So
Is it for
Brom.
next week?
Resolve Brom to roll.
Drin hasn't rolled, but I think that Yarra has made a good idea. If you would like to help Yarra's roll instead.
I'll help Yarra's roll.
Okay.
Okay.
She's
So
gonna.
what do I
Yarra,
roll?
explain yours.
All right. So Yarra is going to search out the Mizuki Hikari and have a sit-down talk with them about power structure and their plans to maintain the land and the people.
I've got a +2 with them, so
And
Okay,
I have.
what do I need? What do I need to throw?
I will be doing society.
Okay, so Drin,
We live in
you
a society.
You can either roll society or you can roll religion to provide a religious context to assist the roll.
Well, I'm an E9 on religion and nothing on society, so
I think we know what you're rolling.
I'm going to re-roll it though.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to give you an additional +2 to your roll, Yarra.
26
Hey.
or 25.
20. No, that is a 26.
Okay.
26. So on your 26, you succeed. You point out, you have a discussion, and you make some plans, and you learn their plans, and you make some suggestions, including basically instead of basically once the shogun is removed from the equation, then Yoritomo will be put in place as a guardian. But basically setting up some sort of a kind of a watch to make sure that the Oni can't sneak in again and steal Chuye from under them.
Yep.
So basically, kind of like an Oni watch.
Yep.
You know.
And also some kind of democracy or something.
Well, you know what? Sure. Actually, that would fit Chuye's original being. So sure. So.
Oh my god, I just realized what we need to do.
What's that?
Oh no, this is gonna be so stupid, but okay.
Are you thinking Helldivers?
No.
Okay, what?
So, floating the idea of having a parliament of advisors from different walks, as well as having Tamimi as a sort of
Figurehead?
figurehead with limited actual political power, but
no.
lives in opulence. Oh no, we've reinvented Great Britain.
Yes!
Yeah,
But I think that we could probably convince her to, in that one, she wouldn't have to have the responsibilities of actually acting as a governess, but also that if we could say declare Chuye as a free port.
You know what? Yeah. I'm actually good with that.
Can
And
I give
Go
you
ahead.
guys a little bit of real life lore?
sure, and then I'll go into narration.
So just yesterday, a whole bunch of people threw mud at the King of Spain.
hell yeah.
Nice.
Anyway,
I would ask why, but I don't think they need a reason.
anyways, go on.
After
So,
2 weeks have passed, the party has come to a agreement with Tamimi, and 1 second.
Yeah, sorry, you don't have to answer that right now. It was just like a, what was it?
So, an agreement has been reached, and Tamimi agrees to your terms, and will admit, I'm just going to move Tamimi to the map just so that you can see, but, I actually never liked the Shogun. The Shogun was always so just obsessed with rules and, like, doing stuff, and that was boring, so I agree. And sure, as long as I'm fed well and shown really great shows every once in a while, she says, I am totally fine with just leaving Juliet to its own devices. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you exactly what we'll do. 3 months pass, and over the 3 months, Tamimi helps the party organize a peaceful revolution. Not so much a revolution, it seems, but just moving of pieces, so that there was a national coronation and a great fox hunt planned. But at the last moment during the fox hunt, Tamimi basically betrays the Shogun by tricking the Shogun and his Oni guard into a magical portal that sends them spiraling deep into the Forest of Spirits, where their great enemies, the spirits of that forest, can hound them and keep them busy so that they cannot escape. And Tamimi, after 3 months passes, is the only Oni remaining in Chuye. And because of the great efforts that the party has spent in Kirahata, Kirahata is actually named the new capital of the region, with the old elements of the Oni Lord rule removed from Jito, the old capital. The old mercenaries guilds and armies that have been sent to and hired from all across the land to basically effectuate the ironclad rule have also been dismantled, sent away, and sent packing. The forces of Corvosa have even completed their trade negotiations under this new, more benevolent, albeit hedonistic thanks to Tamimi, rule.
Sabato be
But
happy.
She's in the middle of town every day.
Yeah, just
I
drinking.
mean, hey, better than executions.
Yeah. And the party has done a great deed. Mizuki Hikari is disbanded and reformed into an Oni Watch that is led by a group that is trained by the party in order to know how to watch out for Oni and their evil tricks should they ever come back from the Forest of Spirits. And with that, our story does conclude. But I'd like to know, what does the party have planned now that the adventure is complete?
Well, Saadi's gonna be doing what she meant to be doing this entire fucking time, which is getting a cushy little job in the court, so that she can do what she's actually trying to do, which is finding the secret to immortality.
You should visit my mommy.
She might.
All right, does anybody else? Who's next?
I'll go next.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
Yarra is actually going to bequeath her warhammer to one of the watch, maybe one of the higher members of the watch, because it is comically large for a halfling.
And it's an Oku-no-Kiba.
Yeah. And then she'll go home for a short time, maybe take Yule with her.
Yep.
And then, who knows what happens with that?
Who knows?
They'll return to Tianxia to help him out.
Investigate the spirit scar, figure that out. That's gonna be an adventure and a half on its own.
And on top of that, just to add a little addition to Yule's story, though you could not discover yet what the secret of the spirit scar was, you did prevent another spirit scar from forming, and your god, General Susumu, seems to follow behind you with your steps, and is providing you with small clues here and there to continue on your hunt with your new partner in crime, Yarra.
Yeah.
And additionally, just to add a little more to, because go ahead and give yours, and I'll add a little something to the others that have spoken already.
No, I've already said exactly what I need to say so far.
Okay, then let me just give a little addition to everybody, and then we'll have our last two go. So, Yarra, with your successful mission in Chuye, the Queen of Corvosa has given you an official title. You are now officially a Corvosan diplomat. Basically, you are you're one of the few in a proud line that will be tasked with any important diplomatic missions for Corvosa. And additionally, because of that title, you have brought a lot of prestige, honor, and wealth to your mommy's house.
Mothers. Sabat
Mothers,
is
thank you.
mother.
Right, mommy and mother's house.
Yay.
And Saadi, your quest for... You actually managed to convince the Lantern Lodge to assist you in getting back into the Lamia's house so that you can raid that place for continued
So it's not on fire.
Well, no, because they're dwarves and Jinn. They saw it. I actually rolled to see if they would notice, and thankfully it's not on fire. But you were
They were
able
just
to...
The first thing that Saadi expressed is, "Oh, the tower's still standing. How lovely."
Yep.
And
so
continue.
you are granted use of the tower for your research. So you're basically effectively 30 years ahead on your research because you're starting where the Lamia left off.
Yep.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Drin or Iori?
Drin is going to take Yarra by the scruff of the neck,
Oh, no.
look her in the eyes, and say, "I have far exceeded your mother's wishes on this trip. We are going back to her so you can give her the full story.
Oh,
And I will stand behind you and either nod my head or shake my head if I like or dislike whatever you say.
At least you got to
After
trust
that-
me.
After that, my contract is fulfilled, and I will look for another contract."
And Drin is actually... The stories of Drin's adventures have actually spread far and wide. And in Corvosa, Drin's name is synonymous with noble guards and of heroic defenders. And you find that you are actually being constantly hounded with people just looking for you to be their bodyguard or backup on their own adventures. So you're cursed with success.
DJ Kalian suffering from success.
You gotta change your background from whatever it is for now to celebrity.
Gain the extra background celebrity.
All right, and finally, Iori.
As a sign of good faith during the negotiations, she had probably been running bodyguard for Tamimi, and she's going to continue doing that. One, because it's not a particularly difficult job. Two, it is quite cushy.
And 3, she's within max stabbing distance.
Yeah, she's also very close in case anything happens, but to that extent, she stays as a extremely proficient and loyal bodyguard as she enjoys the remaining years of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe whisper occasionally Memento Mori to the Oni Lord.
And as your
This
addition,
box still bites.
one day on the eve of a Daikitsu holiday, a harvest holiday specifically, you find a small package in your belongings. And when you open up that package, you find that it is a go board, a Shinto robe, finely made and freshly made, sized perfectly, and a small invitation, which has no address on it, but you can see a small statue drawn on it. And then when you look up at your window, you see a fox, a three-tailed fox, hop down off the windowsill and leave.
She's fucking right. She's touching Fluffy's tail. She's out that window. But I'm fine calling it there.
Yep. And with that, our story is completed as the party has earned an unlikely and very difficult peaceful resolution to the occupation of Juye.
Which never
And
happens.
the last image that everyone sees as they look up into the sky is a Tengu flying across the sky.
My God.
I made it, guys! The title was not a lie. All jokes aside. Oh, do you want to close it out here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and close it. All right,
Don't
guys.
forget to mention what's going next week.
Yeah. Are we streaming the session 0 next week or
The week after, I meant. Excuse me.
no?
Because no, we're not doing session 0.
Yeah.
Or the week after.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
It's okay. So
Mention what's next.
next is going
I'm
to
very
be
good
done.
at this.
Let me look at a calendar on the 24th of November, and it will be. Let me pull up my camera or my stream thing again, and just pull open the next one.
Oh, I'm
Claiming
sorry.
the Stolen Lands, Kingmaker. So we'll see you guys then.
Yeah! Woo!
Alright.
Woohoo!
Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you November 24th. Bye.
Yippee!
Bye.